We're recording now.
It's okay. I can cut it out. I just thought it was cute what you were doing.
Okay, you edit. Okay.
Ready?
Ready.
Hi, friends. It's Caroline Zook here with Zook Stitch, and today is Monday, September 26, 2022. Welcome to my channel about cross stitch. I am here with Robin from Bird's Eye Stitches.
Yes, Stitches.
Yay! Robin's in town. We are here. We're going to give you an overview of the Pacific Northwest Stitch Summit that we attended through Acorns and Threads this weekend. We also did some shopping. A little bit of shopping. And we're going to show you a bunch of haul that we got and talk about our plans coming up. And we're also, at the end, we're going to talk about plans for Magazine Monthly Challenge coming up at the end. I think we both had a great time at the Stitch Summit. Yes, it was wonderful. There were about 100 people in the room.
Yes.
In the actual room. It was at a hotel in Portland. Like I said, Acorns and Threads hosted it. So if you want to be notified of these types of events, I would suggest signing up for their newsletter because that's where we learned about it.
Correct.
Yeah. And then they had a hybrid. So there were about 100, is that what she said? About 100 people on Zoom as well?
I think it was 100 or so in the room and like 125 on Zoom.
Okay, great. Which I thought was pretty neat because then that means that that people who maybe can't travel necessarily are still able to join. Mm-hmm. Yeah, and so if you joined on Zoom, we'll be curious to hear kind of what your experience was as well.
Yeah.
But we had a lot of fun.
There was a whole chat going on in the Zoom land. So,
I know, yeah, and I kind of missed that. And
right.
I mean, we had a great time, and it was really fun to be there in person, but also you kind of miss the chat and what's going on. What are people talking about? And we were sitting at the table right by where Tasha, who was your host if you were on the Zoom, was Tasha. So we were right by that table. So every once in a while I could peek over and I would see someone holding up a beautiful project or a quilt or something. And I was like, what's going on over there?
What about us?
Let's see. Show me. But yeah, it was really fun. So we're going to talk a little bit about that. We had a great table.
Our table was awesome.
It was
the best in the group.
I think everybody says that about their table.
True.
It's probably true, too.
Yes.
But yeah, we had a wonderful table. There were 5 of us at our table because our 6th person was Tasha.
Yes.
Who was not really at our table, but she was right next to it running the Zoom.
We just include her because she's great.
She's great. Yeah. She was wonderful. So we sat with Joan.
Yeah, Joan.
Go Cougs! She's a Cougars fan. Washington. You don't know.
Don't ask me. I'm not sports. I have no idea. But she had enough pep for both of us. It was okay.
Yeah. She was cheering for the Cougs, and they, spoiler alert, they lost in a very close game, apparently.
They got Cooged.
Cooged, yeah. It's a Washington thing. I'm from Oregon, so I don't know. We tried, Joan. We tried.
We did.
We're cheering for you.
Yeah.
That's about all we know. And then we sat with Patty also, who was wonderful, full of great stories and knowledge and information. And
Patty, I still say I want to be you when I grow up. She's my new hero.
Yeah, she's really great.
Next to Carolyn.
Of course.
Obviously, yeah. Amazing.
Yeah, she's had a lot of really interesting experiences and all that, which is great.
We both, we share a background in theater, stage managing specifically, not on stage. Yes.
That's great.
And she's fantastic. So
fun. Yes, that was great to meet her. And then Tammy, who we met because we were lost, and
as usual,
she claimed she wasn't lost. But
no, we were all lost together.
Yeah. We walked into the hotel for the first day, and we see this lady staring at a map.
A backwards map.
It was
not our fault. It was actually backwards.
It was like flipped around. Yeah, the map was flipped around. So we were like, what? But we grabbed Tammy and we just kind of made her be our friend. Mm-hmm. So I'm not sure how she feels about that now.
We'll never know.
We'll never know. Worth
it though.
Yeah. She smiled. She was very friendly.
Yes, correct.
She made us believe we were friends.
Yes.
Tammy also has a floss tube.
Yes, she has a floss tube. Tammy's Crafty Life.
Great. So, and we'll link that down below.
Definitely.
Yeah. Great. Excellent. So this was your first retreat.
Yes.
In person, online, ever?
All of the above.
All of the above.
My first anything stitchy related retreat. And it was fantastic.
It was good.
Absolutely. I think it was the perfect first retreat. Number one, because I had Carolyn here, so I could come and lean on her if I was a little bit overwhelmed with all the people. But it wasn't too large. You know, there was, you said about 100 people in there, but you had your smaller tables. Everyone was friendly. They had all kinds of designers and stuff to keep you occupied. So if you're not super social, you had things to kind of do to keep you
to work on
things like that. Everyone was just completely kind and welcoming and willing to share. You got to see all sorts of new projects. So, you know, my wish list grew and I learned stuff. So I learned a couple new tricks.
Oh, that's great.
Yeah. I learned about how to pull the floss straight from the floss drop without having to take it apart. That's like life-changing. All this time I've been taking it off the little floss drop, pulling it one at a time.
Now you can get more stitching done.
I can.
With all that time you save.
Correct. More stitching done. Yep. And I learned a new tool, the Snag-Namit.
Very good.
Snag-Namit, which I've been calling something different.
Dag-Namit.
The Dag-Namit, because that's what I say when I need it. But I learned of that. So
yeah, and that's a tool that you use when, well, you noticed it specifically
with silks.
With silks,
yes.
But sometimes if you use the pin stitch a lot, the backing will pop through to the front.
It's like through the tiny little holes, and then I used to flip it over and try to like floof it back out, which does not work with silk. I do not recommend. So then you use the Snag-Namit,
and it pulls it through to the end. And I think 123 Stitch sells them. Acorns said they used to, but it sounds like they're going to try to get some in.
Yeah. I put it on my wish list. So we got great little shopping lists. I called them the pink slips, so because they were pink, and I wrote down all kinds of stuff.
Yeah.
So,
and you could turn it in, and then they'll
gather
the items for you.
Yes, makes it easy for shopping. And with stuff, I did not realize that when you go to these retreats in person, you get all kinds of extra goodies. So, I mean, I know they give you goodies for attending, but the people who attend are so generous and so kind and creative. I mean, everyone was making just like floss drops and, you know, buttons and stickers and
it was amazing.
You name it. It just, people were walking around like, it was like Christmas.
Yeah.
I mean, here you go. And I wanted to contribute. I will know for next time.
Yeah.
Because it was just
like
so
a tip
kind.
for first timers?
Yes,
like people,
correct.
And you don't have to. Not everybody did, right? Like it's not a requirement, but it's
definitely
just
not.
If you want to, you can.
Yes, if you want to come up with something to pass around, just or just. Yeah, I had no idea. So, but it was so fun getting all of these new little goodies and meeting new people and looking at things going, how did you come up with this? Just so creative.
There's so much creativity in that room and talent and skill.
Correct. Yes. Designers and just, you know, different stands everywhere, different light options, like old school tools, new school tools. It's just so much fun to see. So,
yeah. It was
my first and not my last, for sure.
Great.
Yes.
Wonderful. I'm so glad you had a good time. Because I'm bouncing the camera a little.
Sorry.
Great. You had sorry.
It's an earthquake. It's an earthquake here.
It's just me.
It's the whirlwind of us.
Yes. With all our
my hands go here and hers go here.
Yeah. Oh my God. I'm very prim and proper, as you all probably know.
We balance each other.
Yeah, we do. We are a good balance.
It works.
Definitely. Yeah, the gifts were great. We're not going to show the individual gifts here today, but we'll show them in our own floss tubes just because we have so much to cover. Yeah. So if you gave us little gifts, we won't show that today, but definitely stay tuned for that. But I did get a couple of gifts that were made that I do want to show specifically. Like not everybody in the room got them. So I do want to...
She's kind of a big deal.
Stop it. I feel so... just so privileged and blessed to have these things. So Lynn Fox, she's on Instagram as Foxy Arts and Crafts, and it's arts and the letter N crafts on Instagram. So go check her out. Her stitching is beautiful. Did you see her stuff on the brag table?
Oh, it was amazing. Yeah.
I completely forgot to take a video of the brag table. I am so sorry.
Like I didn't get one either.
I just remembered that as you were talking now. So
fail next time. Future trip.
Brag table. Yeah, brag table was amazing. But Lynn stitched this piece for me and gave it to me. So it's a little cat holding a balloon.
So cute.
It's so cute. She framed it. Here's a close up. It made me so happy. I just left it at my stitchy spot the whole weekend because it just made me so happy to look at. And it's darling stitching. Look at all that back stitch. It's a lot of back stitching in there.
So funny. As you're doing the close up, I find myself like.
Oh, I was showing it to you.
I know. So I'm trying to look in here.
Here,
like,
okay, here.
Oh, there it is. This is how I watch Blastube. Every time anyone does a close up, I'm like,
you lean forward.
What's that?
There you go. Yeah. So this is super darling, and I just love it. And Lynn, that was just so special. Thank you so much. I'm just gonna set it up right there.
And it's from a magazine, right? That's like
I think it is from a magazine
piece.
Yeah. Sherry.
It is a Sherry something.
You will know the name, and I can hear you saying it at your TV. And it's on the tip of my tongue. I've seen them everywhere.
Yes, it's on all the little cards that come in the magazines.
Yes.
Yes. Yeah.
You know what we're talking about. She also gave me a little, on top of that, as if that weren't enough, she also gave me a little gift bag, and then it was this chart by Bent Creek called You Teach, and it's darling. I love owls. He has a teacher, and it says #1 teacher. I might change that to professor and stitch it and have it in my office just as a reminder to students who come talk to me that
#1.
This is evidence that you should listen to what I say.
Plus, you're a doctor. So.
Did you just find that out this weekend?
No.
Oh, okay.
It's just very fitting for this piece.
It is very fitting. It's very fun. Or I could say, read the syllabus.
It's perfect.
Maybe I'll say, read the. It's in the syllabus. Maybe I'll put it's in the syllabus
here.
Put
that on the sheet.
Yeah.
ABC 1, 2, 3.
Read
the syllabus.
Read the syllabus.
Yeah, it'll fit.
But she also kitted it up for me. How awesome is that? So I'll definitely be. I almost said stitching it. I'll be stitching that, and then she also gave me this cute little velvet bag. She also gave me this. This is so cute, sparkly. I love it. Little fox. She said it kind of looks like a fox, kind of could be a cat, but it's just so pretty. There's this bag, and it's on this really nice lobster clasp. There. So that was super pretty. So, did you see him? I was laying right there. He's adorable.
Extra sparkly in the light here.
Yeah, in person he's really sparkly and
really
cute.
Pretty.
So thank you so much, Lynn. Again, I will link her Instagram below, but it's Foxy Arts and Crafts. So that was really sweet. And then Mary came up to me and said, I have a little something for you. It is not a little something.
No.
She made this
an amazing
bag.
Something.
She made me something. Look at this bag. Isn't this... So it's blue, my favorite color. It's daisies all over, my favorite flower. And then she had this little tag on it of a cat. And then the zipper pull is another daisy. Look at that.
So cute.
And the zipper is like super sturdy.
Yeah, it's really nice.
Really nice zipper. And it's so smooth. And the stitching is beautiful on this. So, Mary, thank you so much. This is, I had to find the perfect piece to go in this. Maybe Dreaming of Daisies.
Ooh, that's a good one.
Yep.
Yeah.
I mean, can't be more perfect than that. So, Mary, thank you so much. It was so nice to meet so many people. And also, you don't need to bring gifts, right? Like,
correct.
Again, it's so appreciated, but you do not need to bring it. Just come say hi, give a hug if you want. And
I think that was the biggest gift of all, really, is getting to put faces with names and saying, oh, you're so-and-so who I talk to all the time online.
Yeah.
Like right now, who I talk to all the time online, and I put a face with
We didn't know each other actually existed. We were worried about getting catfished, weren't we?
A little bit.
Yeah.
We're still alive. We're good.
We're good.
Yeah.
Right now. Yes. Yeah. So I think it was a wonderful event overall. And I know the staff at Acorns worked really, really hard on this. Like, they were always around. They were always happy to answer questions. I mean, I think it's, from the planning perspective, I imagine it's a very exhausting weekend for them to always be working. And even though it's a fun job, I mean, it's still work and to a certain extent. So a huge thank you to Acorns and Janine and all the staff.
Huge shout out. Yes.
Yeah,
every time, everyone was smiling, happy, helpful.
Yeah.
There was food. There was people to organize. There was just... And then even at the shop, they were super kind. So even though we would see them, I saw them in the shop before, they were still happy and helpful and not overwhelmed. I don't know how they did that. Yeah, they did a great job. Yeah.
Great, yes.
Well done.
Yes. So kind of the meat of the retreat, if you will. The
meat and potatoes.
The meat and potatoes, or the veggie burger if you're vegetarian.
Which they did have. by the
They
way.
did have an option. Yes, they did. Was they had 2 designers who came, and they designed pieces for us. And the designers this year were Lindy Stitches, Stephanie Webb from Lindy Stitches, and Jennifer McGowan from The Blue Flower. So it was really fun. And you said those were 2 of your favorites.
Yes, 2 of my very favorites.
Yeah.
I mean, I own half of pretty much all of their designs.
That's
so
great.
that was the other bonus to this being the first retreat. I mean, how perfect.
Yeah. And there were other designers too who attended as participants, right? So that was kind of fun.
Yeah.
But the main show, if you will, was Stephanie and Janine McGowan, which will show what they gave us in just a minute. But there's so many. My bag is already falling over.
I know.
So when you first walk in, you get your welcome bag, essentially.
Yes.
Full of
Swag
goodies.
bag number 1.
Yeah, number 1 of
Correct.
many. So I'll start with this. So this is Pacific Northwest Stitching Summit, right? That's what it stands for, and it says 2022 in the center there. This is a corner gauge. So it's a 3-inch corner gauge. So if you're doing a 3-inch border, you stick it in the corner of your fabric, you pin it down in the corner here, and you know where to start.
I actually learned how to use this tool this weekend. I used this exact corner gauge. Well, my version, which was green.
Green. Your version is green. Yeah. But yeah, so only I'm going to show it because we got the same things, right?
Yeah.
And yours is already packed. So yeah, there were green or blue. And so I got the blue one, which I love. And then the back has this etching on it, which I think is really pretty. Oh.
There's me.
There's Robin. So that was really pretty, and that's going to be really useful. And there's markings. Did you see that there's ruler markings?
Yeah,
so
there's light markings. So if you wanted to do a smaller,
like a 2-inch,
than 3 inch,
you could use that as well.
Or 1.5 inches.
That'll come into play later. And then they gave us this. This is like a. You can't see it at all. It's kind of see it there. It says Acorns and Threads on it. It's a charging, like a external charging hub, which is really going to be handy. Really smart.
Super high tech now.
We are super high tech.
It was really nice though.
Yeah.
It's a nice gift. I'm probably going to use mine at the airport today.
Yeah, I haven't tried, working with it yet, but it'll be coming very handy. We got these little scissors. Aren't they, darling? They're super sharp. I don't know if you can see the tip there. They are super, super duper sharp. And they're so pretty too.
They're a beautiful bronzy rose gold mix. They're just gorgeous.
Yeah, gorgeous. And you can never have too many scissors. And you were just saying, what were you saying?
They read my mind because we were in the shop and I was trying to find something to hold my needles because I don't own a needle tin. And there's all these cute little needle tins around, but they were all Halloween, which I'm not really team Halloween. So I said, well, if I find a Christmas one or a regular one, I'm going to buy it.
Yeah.
I didn't have to because, ta-da!
This, again, it says the Pacific Northwest Stitch Summit with the year on it. It's a little tin, and inside is a magnet. You can move the magnet to the outside and use it as a needle minder if you want, or you can store your needles in there. Yeah. So you don't have to buy one. It's not like holiday related, so you can use it year-round.
And I can always remember, so.
Yes.
Yeah. Thank you for reading my mind, Jenny. Well done.
Yes. And then, so we got two charts.
Yeah, 2 charts.
Oh, I forgot my bag.
There's a bag up there.
I'm not sure. I'll show it.
You show those. I'll check for the bag.
Okay.
Okay.
It might be over on the table behind us. Okay, so we got 2 charts from Heartstring Samplery, Beth Twist, who is local to our area, and she was there. She was not there. She is a designer, so everywhere she goes. I love it that we see Robin searching for my bag in the background. But did you find it? Yay! So we got these charts from her. This is called Festive Little Fobs Woodland Edition, which is super duper cute. All these little smalls. There's a little squirrel there. There's a woodpecker in a tree. So let me hold it a little closer. There's a berry. These are really, really cute. Fox, look at those foxes.
My personal favorite, the foxes.
Yeah, they're so cute. And then we got a second one. This is the Seaside Edition. I'm just realizing now the theme.
I'm sensing a theme. I'm sensing a theme here. Yes.
And so look at those little fish and the little crabbies.
The crab's adorable.
So cute.
Oh, look at the whale. I feel like I didn't even really look at these. I mean, there was so much stuff.
And the anchor. So really, really cute. And these are all smalls. They both say 30 by 30 or smaller for each fob. So, and these are available for anybody. These are from June 2018. So these are for, you can pick these up. These would be great smalls if you do a smalls exchange or something like that.
Or to place on your bag.
This was another thing they gave us, was these beautiful bags. You got your choice of colors. We both chose the green one here.
Yes.
It's showing up a little gray.
Yeah, it does look kind of gray.
But
it's green. It's green.
It is green. And they told us that one of the things they can do is you can take some of these motifs and stitch it onto the bag. And wouldn't that be really cute?
Yeah, I think they actually showed where they had it stitched into the little white spaces of the bag.
Yeah. So. Janine had started it, and so she showed her bag. It was really cute. So that's a really good use for that. And then they also gave us several flosses to do that. Now, I've never worked with these. Have you? These are the Pearl number 5. They're DMC Pearl Cotton in these colors. Really pretty colors. And then they also threw in, this is a Weeks Pearl Cotton as well. So you can see it's a little bit ribbed, if you will.
Exactly.
Yeah. So that was lovely. So that was in our bag that we got upon check-in, and some M&Ms, which are gone.
For obvious reasons.
Oh, yes. And can you give me the bag again?
Yes.
They also are, this is really funny.
Oh, that's right. Our make and take.
So
make and take. Yes.
They had this a zipper pull, and the make and take, it was so funny, was putting the zipper pull on the bag.
Done.
That
is my style of make and take.
I could handle that. Yes, that was great. So that was really fun. Then later that evening, we got wrapped packages, like Christmas. It really was like Christmas.
It's beautifully wrapped packages on top of that. I didn't want to. I wanted to open them, but they were really nice. They were very pretty wrapped.
Yes. And should I show this one first?
And I think the people who were online, they all got the same things, but they were supposed to not open their wrapped packages until we were all together.
Everything was mailed to them.
Yes.
And they did that last year. Last year, this event was entirely online, and so they would mail, or if you're local, that you can pick it up in person. But they would mail the package, and there were certain things that you could look at right away, which is what we just showed you. And then there was wrap things that they asked you not to open. Yes. Now, when you're on your own, it's the honor system, right?
Right.
But for us, we just got it, and they did a reveal on Friday night of the actual stitched piece from the designers. So we'll show you those now. So the first design is by the Blue Flower. It's called Forest Home, and it's like a woodland theme, and it says, "Our roots are in the depths of the woods." And isn't that beautiful?
So pretty.
And everything in both of these charts are, a nod to the Pacific Northwest. So this is reminiscent of Multnomah Falls, which is a really large waterfall near us. Trees. Deer? Elk? Deer? It's not elk.
That's definitely deer.
Yeah. Deer. So it's just really, really beautiful. And then, of course, they gave us all the floss, and they gave us the fabric, which is, it's from XG Designs fabric. Is this
the 36 count?
This is, it's called Ghostly Shadows, and this is 36 count. And I started it, so I'm just going to show you my little start here. And that's the back. I can't quite tell.
Her back is that great. Can't tell.
Wait, no, it goes this way. I think. Yeah, it goes this way. Okay. So I just started on the border. Not a whole lot done, but this is 36 count, so I'm doing it. Yeah. I've struggled with 36 count in the past, but this one, the holes seem really friendly.
Yes, they have larger holes.
One strand.
You can't see through the fabric. I know, was it Tammy? Yeah, Tammy was saying that she's tried to use linen before, and you can see through the fabric, and it threw her off. But this is nice, and it's dense, but big holes.
Yeah, so if I'm like you can't really see through it.
Yeah, even with the light behind us. So.
Yeah. And so I just got my little start on that. So that was super fun, super cute. And I'm excited to get back to that one.
This is the day that she switches from 32 to 36 count.
I don't know.
Mark it on your calendar.
I don't know if I can do that full time.
I will give your 32 count a new home.
Oh, that's so thoughtful of you. Thank you. Isn't she a good friend?
I know.
And then the other chart was by Stephanie Webb of Lindy Stitches, and it's the C one. And so this is called Beachcomber, I think it's called. And it says, comb the beach for treasure with me. My heart resides beside the sea. And she did her research as well. And all these critters are critters that you can find on the Oregon or Pacific Northwest coast.
I think she came up with that poem herself.
She did. Yep. So we have the seal, we have the sand dollars, we have the orca whale.
Not an orca.
No? What is it?
Blue whale? Gray whale?
Blue whale.
I don't know. One of those. The black and white. Black and white is the orca.
She lives in Arizona and knows more about it than I do. Blue whale. And this is the zip code of Portland, essentially. I'm going to change that to where my house is because that's a little different. But yeah, so that's really, really cute and so pretty. And again, it's in the bag, but they gave us all the floss and everything for that. And this is 32 count, just like a natural linen.
So pretty.
And this is my start.
The natural linen, it really does look like sand.
It really looks like sand, yeah. And this is like such,
careful your coffee.
Thank you. Such a pretty blue on the side here. And this, let me do this. This will be a little bit better. And then this needle minder came with the other chart, the forest chart. So it's just a replica. But yeah, you can see that blue is so pretty. And then these little, it just says sea, doesn't it?
It does. Those pastel colors are just gorgeous.
So pretty.
Gorgeous.
So I'm excited to stitch on that some more at some point.
2023.
2023 maybe. Yes. So that was kind of what we got. I feel like there's so much more. There were stickers in there. There were, like we said, M&Ms.
Yeah, stickers, M&Ms.
Some extra little charts.
Yes, there was tiny little smalls for the little necklace thing.
Oh, yeah.
We could make a necklace.
Yeah, they handed out necklaces, and you could make stitched little smalls for that.
You'll see these all in the future as we create them in 2023.
Yes.
Yeah, you'll see it.
Right. Perfect. And we did actually get some stitching done.
We did. Yes.
Which is great. And so you saw my 2 new starts, but we also did a little bit of stitching. And so do you want to show what you worked on?
I will. Let's see.
We had a lot of new starts this weekend.
We did.
Stephanie came over and was teasing me about, she said, aren't you the one with a lot of starts or a lot of whips?
Yes.
And I was like, well, I only have like 45 and that's my age. And so I think that's fine. Mm-hmm. Keep it around my age. And then I started like 3 or 4 new things this weekend. So.
Right. So now.
Whoops.
Yes.
Yes.
We also tried to get her to create a Christmas piece. And she said that she will create the Christmas piece when Carolyn finishes her whips.
Oh, yes, she did. I was like, she said that?
She did when you finish your whips.
She said, when all your whips are done, I'll create the Christmas piece. And I'm like.
Then she started 3 more, so.
I'm like, like 6 of those are Hanes.
Right. So.
She got out of that one, Stephanie.
I have the faith. I've seen your stitching. So.
But the problem is I'm always starting new things, so I will never be done.
True.
That's how she got you. That's how she gets you.
She was smart. She's smart. Yeah. Smart.
Stephanie.
Mm-hmm.
All right, what do you got?
What do I have? So I started a few different things. I picked up, when we were at Acorns, one of the things that I picked up was the Adventure Sampler. It's designed by Sambry Stitches, and it's the whole kit. It says that it is her first piece that she designed, and it looked nothing like this in the shop. There we go.
There's a shop model, right?
Yes, there's a shop model, which sold me because, number one, there's a Bigfoot, and the shop model was on this beautiful fabric. It was much darker than this fabric. It's similar to the fabric that you'll see that I'll show you here in just a moment. But they had it all stitched and framed gorgeously, It was everything that had to do with the Pacific Northwest. And I do love Sambry stitches. Yeah, Sambry stitches. So I thought, how fitting to make this my commemorative piece.
Like your souvenir. Almost.
Yeah, like, exactly. This is my souvenir.
What threads? What are the threads?
The threads, in fact, I think I can open this up. It came with silks.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, so it's a beautiful piece of hand-dyed fabric.
Somebody over here is only stitching with silks now.
This trip, pretty much, yeah. She might have spoiled me.
Have you stitched with silks before?
Never. No, this is my first time ever. I own a few silks, but I never actually used them. So,
oh my gosh, those colors are so pretty.
Beautiful. So,
oh wow,
these are the silks that it comes with.
Like, it's a really interesting mix of like muted tones and like brights.
Right. You go from, like you've got your bright yellows in there, and then your muted greens and blues.
Yeah.
A nice brown. All of the silks are from Be Stitch Me.
Nice.
It doesn't say anything about the fabric, but I'm assuming it's a Be Stitch Me fabric. It feels like a Be Stitch Me fabric.
Yeah.
Which is beautiful.
Yeah.
So this is the piece.
Wow, look at that fabric.
I'm hold it back here just so you can see the fabric. And I worked on the Bigfoot. So it's kind of, if I can see through it here.
Yeah, you can see it. Yep, that's good.
There it goes. Okay. So
Bigfoot.
That is Bigfoot, the beginning.
It's a headless Bigfoot.
It is. I will have the head done at some point, probably today.
Okay, good.
But, there's a lot of talking that happens at these events.
Isn't that funny?
So
there's actually very little
lot of stitching.
Yeah, I mean, you did get a lot done.
This is a lot for my one day. But, yes, this is my headless Bigfoot. But the important part are the feet, right? Because it's a Bigfoot.
That's true.
So I have the big feet.
That's perfect.
So
is that why you started at
correct?
His feet?
So I had to show this is Bigfoot. See, if
it
you don't
really
know,
looks like him.
Look at how big these feet are.
You can see it much more easily in person. It's kind of looks like it blends a little bit on the camera, but not in real life.
No, not in real life.
It has such a pretty variegation.
Yeah, like this floss is gorgeous. I don't remember it is this one here. So this floss is black walnut. It's a silk Be Stitch Me, and it's just you can see that there's beautiful. A lot of really nice variegation through it.
That's a beautiful color.
I really lucked out with my fabric because the orange and the green, see the modeling here, the way that the piece lays out, I'll be able to highlight Bigfoot because he's in bright orange. And then, there's an eagle that'll have some orange right above it. There's a home that it looks like sunset. The deer can be in the green. It just happened to work out to where it's placed really nicely.
Well, and you looked at the fabric. I saw you looking at the fabric for a few minutes to like kind of figure out, okay, where is it going to be placed? Do I want this side, that side?
Yeah.
How do I want it? And so when you have a piece that's so modeled like that, you might want to look at it and see where things going to be placed. What do I want to highlight like you did with Bigfoot there? Yeah.
Correct. Yes. So super excited. This is going to remain in my rotation. I want to get it stitched up pretty quick so I can get it out and framed to remember this.
And Becca was there. Sambry Stitches. Becca was there. She's from the Pacific Northwest, and so you got to talk with her a little bit about the design and all that. So that was really neat.
It's kind of like meeting celebrities a little bit,
isn't it?
In the sense where, like, especially with like Becca is one where I thought that was her.
Yeah.
But you can't really tell because you just, on FlossTube, you see like from here up.
Right.
And for me, I'm listening to voices more than I'm watching faces. Typically, I'll look up when I hear someone say, here's this. And I look up and all you see is the piece, right?
Yeah.
So I recognize the face, but I more recognize the voice.
Yeah.
So
that happened to me too with Erin from Two Martini.
Martini Stitcher? Yes.
Yeah. That she was talking to me, and I'm like, I know I recognize that voice. I know her face looks familiar. But I was sitting down too, and she was standing up.
Right.
And I just and it was after she walked away that, it was like, I know you. Yeah. Oh, yeah, I know you. So, Erin, I'm sorry if I was weird.
That should be like our
everyone,
recap.
Literally everyone in the room. I'm sorry if I was weird or awkward.
But we're all weird and awkward. That's why we're stitchers.
Yes,
right?
That's true.
It's okay.
Yeah, definitely.
So, just like this video, I'm sorry if we're weird and awkward.
But you guys know us.
Yeah.
That's why you subscribe.
Right. Exactly. Yeah.
For the weird and awkward.
Okay. That was the last day I stitched on Bigfoot. The other piece I stitched on, we'll do the falling leaves. So again, we went shopping, which more to come on that. I picked up this beautiful bag by Corey. It's Crafty Corey Stitches. She designs these bags and she sells them through Acorns and Threads. Right when you walk in, you see these amazing bags. I probably looked at them for 15 minutes before finally choosing to, and I really want all of them.
Yeah.
But I mean, this is the fabric on the back.
So
it is
pretty.
Perfect for fall. The front looks like this. This is just a smaller one. Spoiler, that's what I stitched.
Did that zipper pull come with it, or did you put that on separate?
It did. No, so every bag had its own zipper pull. We also, I met her for the first time. Of course, Carolyn already knew her.
Yeah, she's great.
Yeah, she was at the retreat, and she said that every single bag has its own zipper pull, and I think that she hand makes these.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure she hand makes each zipper pull.
It's amazing.
So it just, I mean, it matches perfectly. You can see that.
Hold a little closer. You want to? Yeah, there you go. Other way.
There it goes.
It's all backwards on the camera.
It's backwards for me. Yes, yes. There it
so
goes.
Pretty.
Yeah, it's gorgeous. But loved it. And for the piece that I was stitching on, which was Falling Leaves, very fitting. So let's see. We picked up. Well, first what is this called? The Autumn Garden palette. Okay. So first I saw this beautiful thread, and it was the Autumn Garden palette. This one here. It was this. If you talk about that.
It's by Cottage Garden Threads, and it was a pack. You might have seen other floss tubers show this. So here are the colors. Wait, I'm missing one.
Oh, I'm missing one.
There we go. There's 4 colors. They sold this. This is an expo release. So they sold this as a floss pack, and then there were something like 26 different designers who designed pieces where you could use this floss pack. And the designs are all pretty small. So you could definitely, I bet you could probably get maybe 3 different designs out of one
easy.
floss pack.
Yeah.
Because they're very small, but the colors are beautiful. Again, this is Cottage Garden Threads, which are so pretty. They're not, most of these aren't super variegated. Well, there's a little bit. That one obviously is. But you will see when Robin shows the charts.
So pretty.
Yeah, so pretty.
Gorgeous.
There's a symbol on the charts that show you can use this thread pack with this particular chart.
Yes, and I keep bringing this up, but what a genius idea
it's
it
so
was.
Smart.
I mean, truly, to create a thread pack first and then partner with all these designers.
Yeah.
Genius.
Yeah,
Why didn't I think of that?
It was so smart.
Genius.
Right. It's so smart because you buy one floss pack, but you have so many designs.
And they're beautiful.
Beautiful.
This is the design that we picked up. I think you already owned this one, right?
This was an expo by, this is by the Mindful Needle.
So pretty.
And you,
hold it up a little closer so you can see.
So pretty. And you see the Autumn Garden, I think it says there. That symbol, that's kind of their logo. If you see that logo on a chart, that means you can use this thread pack with it, which is really great.
And that's all you needed too. So
just that thread. Yeah, you don't need anything extra. You just need that one thread pack. There's nothing extra.
Nothing fancy. And we both actually started this. So started this one together.
And we just went through my stash to find a piece of fabric that would work.
Right.
And this is a 32 count. This is from my Rogue Stitching Fabric of the Month. It's called Weatherstone, and it's an Atomic Ranch fabric. 32 count, if I didn't already say it.
I've never used this fabric before. I really like it.
You liked it, yeah.
It feels really good. It stitches really good.
So you started in the middle.
Yep, I did a middle start because I have paranoia about starting in the corners.
Yeah.
So
you did a bunch of falling leaves.
Yeah, these are all the falling leaves. Falling leaves, beginning of the rake. I think it's a rake.
Oh, yeah. Okay, fun.
So I got all of the complicated part out of the way. So
you think? You did. Because that's a lot of starting and stopping.
Correct.
With just a few stitches.
Yes. And I did not have my snag nabbit. I did not have that available, so I had all those little fluffies that I was working with.
Oh yeah.
Because this was day one.
Yeah, that's right. That's right.
I had not learned the ways.
Yeah.
Yeah, I got it now. So
great.
Yes.
And then here's mine. I started in a different area. I started in the bottom left because I wanted to start with the tree. So pretty. Because this fabric is going to be way bigger than we need. I mean, you can see how big it is. So I wanted to start with the tree so I can potentially fit another piece of chart. Another chart on it.
Another piece of chart. You could get another chart that goes with these because the colors match so nice.
Yeah, and that's my plan. So tree's not totally done. There's, I think, another branch that comes out here. But it's a good start.
That tree is beautiful.
Isn't that variegation?
It's stitched in this dandelion color, which I love the name, by the way.
Her favorite flower.
Yes, it is.
Wheat.
Mm-hmm. But it's just funny because when you hold the tree up, because to me that doesn't even quite look the same. I mean, no. I guess it does, but when you look at it side by side separately, you wouldn't think that this turns into that.
Right. It's really nice. It's really pretty. Yeah, and this is a great fabric to work on too. Yeah, so that was fun. So that's following these by the mindful needle.
I'd never heard of that designer either.
I don't think I've stitched anything from them.
But the pattern was nice to read. It seems like it's gonna be a very simple stitch. Yeah. So I'll have to look for more. Let's see. The other thing that I worked on, because it was a 3-day event, so this was on day 2 that I worked on the one I'm going to show you.
Saturday.
Saturday, yes. Also in a Crafty Corey Stitches bag, which I picked up, and the bag tag from Seasook Stitch, in case you don't know who that is.
That's me.
But this one, it just called to me. It is greens and pinks.
So
it is
pretty.
Just beautiful.
I love those colors.
In the back, it's just the zipper pull that was on this one before I put a bag tag on it.
Oh my gosh, that's
beautiful
so
green
pretty.
And pink. What is this guy on the bottom? It's a little pair of scissors.
Oh, that's cute.
That is adorable. But the green and pink on this zipper pull, it just matches perfectly.
Yeah,
and there's even
so pretty.
It almost looks like the hand-blown glass beads.
Yeah.
Oh, there we go. They're so pretty.
Yes.
Love it. So, super happy with my bag purchases. Thanks again, Corey.
That's great. You can call Acorns and get her bags from them.
Yeah.
Their Acorns phone number is always in the description box down below.
Yes. All right. So because of the designers that were going to be there, the Blue Flower, Lindy Stitches, I remembered that I had a collab piece from them. So I brought that with me. It was a new start for me as well.
Such a perfect one to bring.
Lots of new starts. Yes. Yeah. I loved it. So all together, I'll show you that in a minute, but it is called the Spring Forest Scrapbook. So these are the 4 that are by the Blue Flower. Let's see if we can.
There you go.
There it goes. So you can see cute. We've got an adorable little snail, some raccoons, which I love. My daughter loves snails. I love raccoons. What is this guy here? It looks like a little, maybe a beaver? I'm not exactly sure. You can see that. And then down at the bottom, it looks like little sleeping critters with some pretty flowers. So, yeah, see what these guys are?
Those are foxes, I think.
Are they foxes?
Maybe. Do foxes climb
trees? I don't know. Sorry.
We need to go back to Zoology 101.
They're adorable. Okay, they're adorable.
Oh, that's a bear. I think that's a bear because he has a honey pot on his belly.
Oh, it's a bear.
So this one is a bear.
There we go.
With the honey pot.
Yes. All right.
They're small, so it's hard to see.
They really are, yes. And we did not properly vet these,
No, we did not.
The Lindy Stitches ones, this is the one that I actually worked on while I was there. So they've got some deer, the grasshopper, beautiful little daisy there, and a cute ladybug. Of course, a bird, which I love. Some hedgehogs.
It's so cute.
Super, super cute. And then this one here, this is the middle piece. It says, "In spring, I long to be among the trees."
So you're putting that one in there. You could really do it in any order you want, right?
Yeah, if you want to. They had this piece all stitched up on the table to show.
Yes, the trunk show.
Yes, the trunk show is so pretty to see it all together. I'm going to stitch them all together as one, and I'm doing them in a little bit different order, but this right here is what it would look like if you did it all together as one.
But your centerpiece is still going to be the words.
Yes, my centerpiece will be the words, and the rest I don't really know yet.
That's fun. You can kind of make it your own, or
you can pick and choose.
Or if you only want to do a couple of them, or
it reminds me of what are the ones for Christmas and fall?
Oh, the Hockran Hollow.
Yeah, it's like a Hockran Hollow.
Because they're all the same size squares, so you can do whatever you want.
Beginner's Hockran Hollow. Because there's way less stitching in these than there is on a Hockran Hollow.
That's great.
So I'll get the bug for Hockran Hollow after this.
There you go.
I started on the deer, so these guys here. And when we went shopping, I kitted the whole thing, so I'm doing everything in called for. It's a mix of DMC and Weeks Dye Works. But
fabric is so
the fabric
pretty.
Is beautiful. I'll have to pull out what this is, but it is the called for fabric. I got through the square. Hallelujah. It matched.
Yay!
A little bit of trees.
That's a lot of stuff. I mean, that's deceptively.
It really is.
Because that square is so much counting.
Correct. Yes.
Because you have to make sure that that it will match up.
And you're counting while you're talking, right? So it's like an.
How's that work?
And
Yeah.
I did the old trick where you just do the half stitch and then the X every 10.
That's a great trick.
Just in case.
Yep.
Yeah. That's your tip for the day.
Yeah, that's how I do all my Hawk Run Hollow borders is 10, make a full cross, and then you just have to count by 10s.
Yeah. That way, in the off chance, not that it would happen to anybody who watches this channel.
No.
But if it does not match up, it's very simple to figure out where you went awry.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
The fabric, it was Fiber on a Whim, a 32 count linen. And again, it's a nice dense linen, but with the holes that are easy to see.
What's the color? Does it have a color name?
Silver Fox.
So pretty.
It's not silver.
It's not silver. It's like blue-green. Yeah, with some green undertones.
Maybe a super light teal, so maybe more
kind
like
of
a gray. This would be a gray.
We spent a lot of time together this weekend.
I know.
It's pretty.
That picks up kind of true in the bright.
Yeah.
You just can't see the stitches, but.
Right. It's very pretty.
Gorgeous. And this one I will keep out. I'll probably try to at least finish the one block this year, and then it might get put away. But, super fun. Those are all the pieces that I worked on while we were there.
That's it?
That's it.
I mean, that's a lot, but...
One per day. Yes.
Okay.
I did one per day at the event, not including when we came home.
Okay. Right. Yes. We'll get to that.
Yes.
Yes. So Friday when we started falling leaves?
Yes.
Yes. Friday I did the falling leaves. Saturday, each of the designers did a little presentation and then walked the room and talked to us and answered any questions we had. So I worked on the blue flower piece in the morning and then the Lindy Stitches piece in the afternoon. So kind of while each were presenting and had their time. So I worked on 2 pieces. And then on Sunday, I got probably the least amount of stitching done on Sunday because I was talking a lot on Sunday.
And you were sorting. Don't forget the sorting.
I was sorting on Sunday. What was I sorting? So this is Mill Hill, Buttons and Beads.
So
what's that?
It's just so pretty.
It's called Floral Pumpkin. It is so pretty. And it's just perfect for this time of year. It comes with, it's one of those that comes with everything you need. It comes with all the beads and the floss and all that. It came with perforated paper, but I didn't want to use perforated paper. So Robin had this brown that's perfect that I stole from her in her sleep. So I have a little start here on this brown. So you can see I just got started on the border.
Wow, you did a lot of that border. I didn't realize how far you got.
I did some last night too.
Oh, that's true.
Yeah.
That's true.
So this fabric is weird because it's Aida. It's probably 14 count?
Looks like a 14.
Yeah, probably 14 count Aida. But
maybe 16.
Some of the holes it's almost because I'm so used to stitching over 2 now. But some of the holes are very loose, and so it almost feels like, wait, did I put this in the right hole or did I put it in the wrong hole? But the thing with Mill Hill kits is that they give you, I didn't bring it, but they give you all the floss, which is great, but it's in a clump.
Yes.
And you have to sort it.
It's horrible.
And I kept asking Robin, like, do you think these, so they give you the colors, right? And they give you like light green, medium green, dark green.
Yes. And they used to say there's 2 or there's 3. Like they used to tell you how many of each color there was.
Yeah.
Like how many strands per color. And they took that away. Which
well, at least in this one.
Yeah, on this one they didn't have that. So
yeah, it was very hard.
Buttons and Beads maker, please bring it back.
Mill Hill, bring that back.
It's hard. Yeah.
It is very hard. And I don't know. I got to like the last 3 colors, and they didn't match up. It was like we need green, and all I had was like a red or something.
Was like burnt orange.
Yeah.
And then it's like, is this? I see orange, you see red.
Right.
We don't know. And we'd already swapped them around a couple times.
Yeah. Yeah. Finally, Robin had to say, just stop it. And
we had an intervention.
Yes. She's like, just put it down. Start with the ones you know because, like, it's just background. And background I knew. Right. But I have a DMC card at home. So I can compare it with I have the one with the actual floss in it.
Right.
So I can,
very simple just to lay it on the floss and say, oh, it's this.
Yeah.
It's this.
So I will do that to finish up. But, yeah, it was really really hard. Their tip in the instructions is to wrap it around a pencil, wrap the floss around a pencil to determine the color. But I'm like, I don't even think that.
Did we have a pencil? Like, did they provide you with a pencil?
No, and I don't know how much that would help.
I don't think so.
Right, because it's like, some, what looks medium to me might look light to you.
And it's on a yellow pencil, so.
Yeah.
Yeah, what color pencil?
They didn't say.
No hill makers, if you watch this video.
They won't.
That's okay.
That's okay. But, so this is actually, so if you've been with me for a long time, you know that I have collected like 9 of these, maybe more, to do the Christmas Village ones. They're all the different Christmas
I've seen
houses.
the stash. They're beautiful.
Yeah, and I want to do them all in one piece. And Ms. Oso Crafty did that. And so that's where I got the inspiration from. Mm-hmm. But I haven't actually started any of them. So this is really my first Mill Hill start. But I think it's so pretty, and I'm excited to work on it. I just need to get through the hump of the
sorting.
The sorting,
yes.
Yeah.
But those colors on that brown, it's really going to pop. It's going to be beautiful.
Pretty, yeah. So, I don't know. We'll see. We might try to finish that by
2024? Why not?
She's such a stinker, you guys. She seems all nice and charming in her videos, and then she's just a little stinker. Yeah, she is pretty nice.
Most of the time.
You're all right. Yeah. So that's what I worked on at the summit. So, that leads us very nicely into our weekend recap.
Yes. Our weekend of greatness.
Our weekend of greatness.
Yeah.
The first question on everybody's mind, because I'm sure they can't tell from this video so far. After spending, 4 days with me?
Mm-hmm. It's a pretty good amount of time.
Are we still friends?
We're still friends.
Are we still friends? Yeah.
We're still friends. Still there. Yes.
The other big question on everybody's mind.
The real reason that they're here.
Yes.
Magazine Monthly Challenge.
Is it going to continue?
Will it continue?
Stay tuned.
We'll see. Mm-hmm.
Okay. So when I picked Robin up from the airport.
Number 1, she was really Carolyn.
What do you mean?
I was very excited about that.
Oh, I was not like some weirdo, like.
Correct.
80-year-old.
Because we had, before this, we had only ever talked over the internet. Of course, we've had like video calls and things like that. So I was fairly, I felt pretty good. Like, I've been watching your videos. Yeah. I've been talking to you. I felt pretty good that you were who you said you were.
Yeah.
But I know my friends and family and your friends and family were slightly concerned that we were just going to go stay at each other's. Like, I'm going to stay at your house. And
you don't know this person?
And I don't know you.
Yeah.
I've never met you. But...
It worked out.
Yes. Friends and family, we're still here.
We're both still alive.
Correct.
And we have this exact same pizza order, which we discovered last night.
Which is amazing. Yeah.
It's very controversial.
Pepperoni.
And pineapple.
Together. Yeah.
It's delicious.
I want to be the pepperoni in this relationship.
I'll be pineapple. Okay. Controversial.
Deal.
Sounds
Perfect.
about right.
Love it. Yeah. But yes, so that was number 1. But then, of course, did we go to Acorns?
Yes. I literally picked you up from the airport. I stopped. I let her get coffee really quick. Yes. I said, chop, chop.
Yeah, we need coffee. Went straight in, got coffee, straight out.
And then straight beeline to Acorns. I didn't even let her go home. And
the coffee wasn't even, like, I drank a little bit of coffee. By the time we got there, it was like, and we're here. And we don't want to bring the coffee in because we need hands, right?
We need
two hands. Yeah.
So we spent this is on Thursday. We spent a good couple hours in Acorns.
Probably at least 2 hours.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. And we kind of wanted, one, you wanted to see it, and we thought it would be a little less busy and crowded before the actual summit started.
Yes.
And so it was like a great time to go. Mm-hmm. We kind of had the place. I mean, there were other people shopping, but we could take our time.
Yeah, we could take our time. And we got there before the rush, right?
Yeah.
So that means I was able to find all the things that you will see. Before everybody else got through and, pulled stuff they needed.
Yeah.
It was great.
Yeah. So what did you think of because you hadn't been, this is your first time in Portland and all that, so you hadn't been to Acorns before. What did you think of Acorns?
Oh, it was amazing. Obviously, in watching FlossTube, at least for the people that I watch, I feel like Acorns is like the iconic place to be, right? Like, everybody goes to Acorns. They show the Acorns bag. I went to Acorns today. I ordered this from Acorns. You hear of Acorns all the time. And so, I have a great LNS. I truly do. I have the attic, and it's fantastic. But Acorns is the place that I'm just like, I associate it with floss tube stitching and what kind of got me into this hobby.
Yeah.
So going in and all the staff was kind. I mean, helpful. Everyone in there was nice. Everyone was just like, they were shopping, but everyone was kind of like, there was some camaraderie there.
Yeah.
Right? Like, you're not just shopping by yourself. It's like you're shopping and people are, oh, what did you get? Oh, what is this? Oh,
Yeah,
here's
where'd you
this.
find that?
Yeah, where was that at?
Yeah.
So it made it very welcoming and very, very easy to pick stuff up.
Yeah.
You know, things are laid out well. It's easy to find, clean.
Yeah.
Which I appreciate.
Yeah.
I love a clean store. So
yeah, and there have been other times when I've been shopping, like as a shopper, not as a worker, and people will ask for help, like from who's ever standing near. I mean, of course, the staff was always happy to help, but like, hey, do you think this?
Right. Does this match this?
Where does this go? What do you think? Tell me what you think. And so it's just kind of fun, like.
Yeah.
It's almost like a retreat in and of itself.
No,
yeah.
It really is. Luckily, I don't live here because I would probably just never leave that shop.
Oh my gosh.
It was glorious.
When I started working there, the first thing my dad said was, you're going to spend even more money, like not just your paycheck, but
absolutely.
He's like, you're literally going to lose money working there. I'm like, no, I won't.
It's the experience.
It's the experience. It's great.
Yeah.
Yes. Yeah. Did you, so yeah, what I also like is I feel like there's a little something for everybody, right? Like they don't necessarily, I don't know, like they're not too heavy in any one genre of stitching. Like they kind of a good range.
Yeah. So my LNS is the Attic, and they are known for samplers, right? I mean, if you ever want any inspiration, especially sampler wise, just walk into that shop because it is just floor to ceiling. Beautiful samplers. I mean, as far as you can see. And they have other things, of course. But, you know, truly the shop owners and workers, their passion is samplers. So. Which
makes sense, right? Like that they would,
that's what they do.
Yeah.
But here, there was very much, it was like, here's your sampler section. Here's your this section. It was, you know, here's this designer. Here's, they had a little something for everybody, beginner, you know, up to silk sampler stitchers.
Right.
Which I've always wanted to be.
You would never be a silk sampler stitcher. You don't like samplers.
No, I hate samplers. Till we saw them. Spoiler alert, you'll see.
Did you buy anything when you were at Acorns?
Just a little.
Just a little?
Just a little. I did the, what is her name? Marie Kondo?
Yeah.
Does It Bring You Joy?
Yeah.
Because, you know, number one, I was on vacation.
Yeah.
Number two, I was staying at Hotel Seazook.
Yeah.
So no hotel fees, right?
Right.
So therefore, yeah, I bought a lot.
But Oregon has no state sales tax.
Yeah, so I saved a lot.
So you really saved that money.
Correct.
Yeah.
Right. Yes.
Let's see what you got.
Okay. This is the time for your pen, your paper, your coffee, which you've seen me drink quite a bit of already.
Yeah. Get prepared.
Yeah, get prepared because there's kind of a lot here.
And there's going to be some enabling, I think.
Yes.
And so you're going to want to write down some notes, and you're going to want to
be ready.
Yeah. And like I said, the phone number for Acorns is in the description box, so you can give them a call.
And also, this is not sponsored by Acorns.
It's not sponsored by Acorns.
It's not. We just really loved it.
We just really love it.
Yes.
You know, I worked there. I have since had to stop working there, unfortunately. Although I might go back once in a while when, you know, there's special events and whatnot. So this is not like a part of my job or anything like that.
Right.
It's just a really great store.
It just seems like it. Yeah.
What you get?
So first of all, this is the bag. So there's a couple things peeking through. It's so big. I have to
She has two hands to hold it up.
I know. It's heavy. It's heavy.
Yeah, they sell these bags at the store.
It's a sturdy bag, clearly. Yeah. It's a very sturdy bag when you see how much is in here. It's like a Mary Poppins bag. It's deceivingly,
it just keeps going.
It holds a lot.
Yeah.
It does have that washable paper, which is super cool. So I was just excited to get a bag.
They, when I got my bag, you know, a few years ago, they said the reason why they got the washable paper was because it's Oregon and it rains a lot.
Right.
And so they didn't want the bag to disintegrate if you were out in the rain.
Which makes perfect sense.
But you can also wash it if it gets dirty or something. You can always run it through the wash.
They were always thinking. So we didn't really start here, but I wanted to pick up some fabrics because, you know, the fabrics are something where you can only kind of get them at each store. You know,
that's true.
My LNS doesn't carry a lot of these brands.
Okay.
And I don't usually see these colors.
Yeah.
So
we really pushed you out of your comfort zone with the colors.
Really did.
Yeah.
Typically, I have a lot of gray, a lot of gray neutrals, a little bit of green, but everything is neutral cool toned.
Yeah.
I have very few warm tones, very few brights. So that's going to change now. So the first one I picked up is a Belfast linen 32 count. It's in the color curry. It is a beautiful. Let's see if I can get it to pick up.
That's
there
pretty good, actually. Yeah.
It's a very nice. It's a warm. It's like fall yellow, right? It's
like a mustard, not really mustard.
Yeah, it's like a lighter mustard, maybe. It's if you were to mix a mustard and a dandelion together, you would get this.
Yes.
So
it's beautiful.
It's super pretty. I don't know what I'm going to put on there, but it could really be anything.
Yeah.
So gorgeous piece of fabric there. I'll show you all the fabrics first. Then this one was way outside my comfort zone, and you're actually going to see it twice. I'll show you the piece I'm going to stitch on it in a different count. But this one is it Picture This Plus?
Yeah.
Picture This Plus. It's a linen in the color Cabernet. This one is a 32 count. If you have seen the pattern Lovebirds, this is the called for color that Lovebirds is stitched on.
Lovebirds is from Just Cross Stitch Magazine, February
2021, 2020?
2021, I think.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's the called for. Yeah.
Yes.
So pretty. Oh my gosh.
So much modeling, but it's beautiful. It's like elegant modeling, if you can think of that.
Yeah.
Yeah. And I know you waited for what, almost a year to get
almost a year,
fabric?
like 10 months. I think because the piece was in the magazine and everybody wanted it.
Correct.
And I really wanted the called for. Normally I would be like, oh, that's fine. I'll just something else. But the piece is like white DMC essentially on that fabric, and it really pops. And then, there was like all the supply chain issues and all that. So it did take a long time, but
normally it wouldn't take that long.
I had a few other things to work on in the meantime, so it was okay.
Just a few. Yeah, and I think I did Lovebirds on a totally different fabric.
You did it different, and you finished yours, didn't you?
I did, yeah. Mine was colorful Lovebirds. Yeah. All right, the other one is this Persimmon. It's Fiber on a Whim, a 28 count linen in the color Persimmon. Also very fall. It's a peachy fall.
Yeah, peachy, brownie, pinky.
Yeah, it's a pinky peach, but it's got brown, almost like a coffee dye. I've never coffee dyed anything, but I imagine if you did, it would do something like this.
It's not really picking it up very well, but maybe you can see some of it down here.
You can see some of the browns. A little bit.
Some shadowing, yeah.
But
you can picture it.
It's fall pink with coffee.
Yeah.
Not the coffee I'm drinking. It's purposeful coffee.
Purposeful, yes.
Then we picked up a piece of Belfast linen in the color dark chocolate. We picked this up. I'll show you when I get to them. I got some Mill Hill kits, and they were, I assumed, on a dark brown cardstock or perforated paper. I assumed wrong. They were on fabric. Some of the fabric that I donated to Carolyn already. Because, well, I picked up a whole bunch. So this will be really pretty either with those or anything. And I realized I don't own any dark brown fabric. I own nothing this dark. Everything I own is light gray or neutral.
I got a piece of that too.
Yes. Oh, that's right.
I'm not sure if it's in my bag. I can't remember, but
you might see it again.
Yeah.
It's brown.
Yeah.
Then we have this one. Fortnite Fabrics. I love it. I love Fortnite Fabrics. This is a Fortnite Fabrics piece. It's a linen 32 count. This one's called It's About Thyme. Time. It's about time. But, like thyme. It is a...
That's really washing it out, isn't it? Yeah.
Let's try it this way. A little better. Okay. But it's a true... It's green.
It's like a great spring grass green almost.
Yes, it's a grass green, a little like a light grass green. So, and it's got a lot of white modeling through it. And because it's a Fortnite, that looks gray, but I promise it's not.
It's green. It's green. Beautiful.
It's green. Yeah, gorgeous. What I love about Fortnite is also not sponsored by Fortnite Fabrics, but it's very soft. I'm a huge texture person when I'm stitching, and so when it gets really rough, like I love Ada, but it's very rough and very stiff.
And some linens are too.
Yeah, linens are the same way. I'll kind of touch it and I'm like, no. Yeah. But theirs are very soft. Yeah. So, and very simple to work on. And then the last fabric, last but certainly not least, because we bought a lot of it. This is another Fortnite Fabrics in the color Cozy Cave. It is a beautiful neutral.
I let her get one neutral.
One neutral for a reason, though. It was for a. There it goes.
Yeah, that's just.
Lighting. We had to fit both of us over here, so but it is a light tan. It's like I'd say it's a cool toned cream. Mm-hmm. With some grays and peachy pinks modeled in there. Just very light. We share a brain already. This is scary. This is terrifying. Yes, but you can see some of the modeling there. It's just not quite the right color. But
we're not doing it justice, but
we're really not.
Yeah,
you will beautiful. See it again. It's okay.
Yeah.
Okay, that was it for Fabric Land. Sort of. Now comes the beginning of the charts. So we'll start here. All right. We did hit the sampler section. Mm-hmm. We did love the sampler section. Mm-hmm. This one is a sampler that is a little bit what I call a simple sampler. To me, Rosewood Manor are ones that I've already owned. Mm-hmm. So although it's definitely a sampler, it has birds. It has an alphabet.
She's going to do the alphabet.
I'm going to do an alphabet. But it didn't. I don't think it calls for silks, right? I think this is a DMC.
I think this is a DMC. I think it is. Yeah.
But anyway, this one is beautiful. It's Camberley Sampler by Rosewood Manor. So just pretty. Beautiful. The reds in this, they just pop. Mm-hmm. It is gorgeous. I don't know when I'm going to start that one day. Some of these I joke, I say I might just frame this, just frame the picture and hang it up and be like, isn't it gorgeous? It's
beautiful, yeah.
It's beautiful. Yeah, no, one day. This is another sampler that we picked up. This is Hannah Sanderson, which you all have seen. Hannah Sanderson, 1849. Definitely not a new one. Carol and I, we both enjoyed the light version a little bit more. Mm-hmm. So you get two charts in one.
Yeah, it's on a cream fabric, it says on the back.
Yes, a nice cream there. Kyle Reckemeyer, I believe, stitched this one. I remember he finished it, and it just really caught my eye. The giant moth. Yeah. Yes, just beautiful. And just being there in the shop with all of the samplers around on the little cart, it called our name. We're diving straight into sampler land. I think I put them all in a big packet. You're going to tell me with the, how do you say this one? Reflex?
Desois?
Desois?
Desois? I'm not sure.
It's French. It's got a big bird.
Big bird.
I've been referring to this one as the Big Bird sampler because
Antoinette Carrera, 1862.
Yes. Just beautiful. Mm-hmm. I love the giant bird here in the middle really called to me first. And then I really started looking at it and all of the border. I love the flowers that they have on the border. Mm-hmm. Yes, there's an alphabet, but it's broken up, which I appreciate. Mm-hmm. And it kind of had a By the Bay feel. All of these little houses with these little trees really reminded me of By the Bay.
And that border, too, a little bit.
Yeah, the border, too. It reminds me of all of the cove pieces. Mm-hmm. Yeah, it was very, very By the Bay-esque. Yeah. So, love this one. I'm actually going to stitch this one on this fabric. So this is the fabric that I bought.
That's the Cozy Cove from Fortnite, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
How funny, Cozy Cove fabric, and it reminds me of By the Bay's Cove.
Yes. Oh, there you go. Very good.
Very interesting. Another sampler that I picked up, I think I had two other ones, was this one, was Heartstring Samplery Scary Sampler. It looks like this. Mm-hmm. So this one is kind of funny. We were in the shop, and we were noticing a lot of the samplers had to do with death and dying. Mm-hmm. They were a little morose, I guess you could say. Mm-hmm. But this one particularly really caught my eye because it has this amazing willow-looking tree, which is one of my very favorites. And there were just little things that kept popping up that I thought were super interesting. For example, I didn't realize this in the store, but if you can see in the border, the little green things are alien heads. There's some alien heads scattered around, like right there's one. Mm-hmm. So it turns out that this one was created, and it has a lot of different nods to different older scary movies or scary TV shows. Yeah. So I didn't know that till I brought it home, but just something about this piece kind of called to me, and I was like, it's different. Yeah. The saying on it says, I will die here where I have walked, and I will walk here though I am in my grave.
Spooky.
A little spooky.
That's
it's
cool.
morose, but cool. Morose.
And this is a newer release from
Yes.
August of this year.
I'm sure there's lots of people stitching it already.
Yeah.
I haven't seen it, so I'm going to have to see who else is stitching this piece.
And inside she gives you a little rundown of what inspired what element from a TV show or a movie. So
while we're on Sampler Land, do you want to show our sampler start?
Absolutely.
There's one other sampler that I picked up that Carolyn also picked up.
Mm-hmm.
We were stitching it together, and we started it together.
Mine is in a Corey bag. Look at that.
Oh, it's such a pretty
I didn't get this weekend, but I think the last time I was at Acorns.
Corey, can you make another one of those?
Yes, it's beautiful.
Yes, beautiful.
You want to show the chart?
Are you getting that? Yes. So we picked up Reflets des Soirs. Oh, wait.
Yeah.
Yeah, this was cool. Okay.
Best I can do.
Something 1898. That's what that is.
G. Leger.
G. Leger.
Mm.
G. Leger. But it's got the gorgeous farmhouse. It does.
That's
have
really
an
what
alphabet.
called me to it. Yeah.
I think when you first picked it up, you're like, look at this house.
Yeah.
I liked the alphabet. Not that I love the alphabet, but I like the giant letter alphabet.
Yeah, I do
it
too.
Makes
It's
it
really
less
pretty.
Daunting.
Yeah.
It's
I like
beautiful.
the font. It's really pretty.
Yes. Yeah.
So this is also, we are both stitching this also on the Cozy Cove by Fortnite Fabrics, just a smaller piece.
Mm-hmm.
Very
much smaller piece.
Very small piece. We figured our math, we ended up needing a 1.5 inch border. So
what really happened is Carolyn semi-trusted me to do some calculations.
that is, I know better.
I know.
You just read the wrong line.
I did.
She read the
used
design piece instead of the with border piece. But that's okay. We'll
work.
manage. So we are using the silks, the Soie de J silks. So I just have a little tiny start on it right there. Just one evening working, but the silks are so nice. So I've never used the Soie de J silks before, but oh my gosh, they're
glorious.
So soft. They're like, oh my gosh.
I mean, I still love my DMC and my hand-dyed cottons and all of the things, but the silk is very nice. I can understand why people just yearn to work with the silk.
Yeah. So
I went to the silk wall. I just petted it. I washed my hands.
You did.
I did. I did. Yeah, this was my start.
We almost have the exact same start, which is kind of funny.
Almost. Yeah. This is the one where I was really struggling.
Yeah.
This is when I discovered the fancy tool.
Yeah.
Because these little red, those are all little pin stitches, right? There's a whole bunch of them. And every time I would come up, the little floofies would come up with it. And I was not having it.
And it was hard because this is the corner. Like, we both use Q-snaps to stitch. Yes. And this is in the corner and, with 1.5 inch borders. It was pretty tight. So that corner was not super fun to stitch, but once we get out of the corner, I was talking about like sewing on fabric around the edge, because that might help the framer anyway, but like it'll definitely help when we're in the corners for the, for stitching it.
Yeah, just for ease of stitching.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. And we have officially started a sampler.
We have, in silk.
Like a grown-up sampler in silk.
A reproduction sampler.
A reproduction. Yes, that's the word, a reproduction sampler. Okay. So I think that was it for Sampler Land.
Mm-hmm.
I then visited the Hello from Liz Matthews pile. I don't know if they're in order, but you'll see quite a few from her because I love her.
Mm-hmm.
Carolyn has this piece. It was one where we dove through her stash and I was inspired.
Yeah.
This is Winter Garden by Hello from Liz Matthews.
I'm hoping she comes out with one for each season.
Yes, that would be amazing.
These are so beautiful.
Of course, her colors, I love her colors. It's similar to Jan Hicks, where Jan Hicks's colors are just spot on.
Yeah.
Liz Matthews, her colors are also spot on. It's one that I don't mess with them.
Right.
I stitch exactly what it says because it's gorgeous. So this one here, Liz Matthews, if you're watching, please design one for every season.
I'm sure Liz Matthews doesn't watch.
That's okay. I'm throwing it to the universe.
Yes.
And don't wait till you're done with all your whips.
Yeah, just do it now.
Yeah, do it now.
Thank you.
Perfect. Prairie Schooler. This is an oldie, I think. Prairie Fairies. Oops, I didn't show the pattern there. But Prairie Fairies. Let's see if we can.
Oh, they're cute.
They're just so cute. I was very inspired by Woodland Creatures, apparently.
you're in the right area for that.
I know, I really am. But my daughter, she loves snails. That is snails and bugs. She's all about it.
Oh, there's that snail.
And so, yeah, there's a snail.
Cute.
So I definitely want to stitch that one up. And of course, there's 2 birds that are amazing. And I also like frogs. So, yes, they're just adorable. And they should be pretty simple-ish.
It's a lot of stitching.
It's a lot of stitching, a lot of colors, but they're blocks of color, which I appreciate. All right, we have this one. Oh, this one's gorgeous. This is Needles Dance. It is from the Summer House Stitchworks and Ink Circles. This is another one where on the pattern, it's not really my usual cup of tea. I mean, it's beautiful, but it's just nothing I would typically gravitate towards, right? I definitely like this lighter version over the darker version. But in the store, they had this one stitched, and they had it stitched with like an orangey background. It was all these oranges and just
like almost sherbet orange.
Yes, like a sherbet orange, exactly. It was beautiful. I saw it and I was like, where is that pattern? I have to have it.
Yeah.
And I couldn't believe this was the pattern. So
it looks so different.
Yeah, and I think that maybe on the website or somewhere they have the conversion. It said something about going to look for the conversion, so I need to find that because it was beautiful. This one is the Primitive Hare. It's called the Raccoon. It's the part of the Spirits of the Wood series. I love raccoons. I have a friend who loves raccoons quite a bit, and so this will be a nice one to stitch up and then put up, maybe on a shelf or something along those lines. It'll match my decor pretty well. I'm not exactly sure what's going on with this. Like, is he holding a piece of trash, potentially? I didn't notice that. Maybe it's a dead animal. I don't know what's going on there. But it's the Primitive Hare. They're all a little bit, a little dark to him.
I think it might just be his floof on his chest.
I don't know. I could put a face on it, and then it could be like, okay, maybe not.
I mean, you can do whatever. It's your stitching.
Maybe not. All right. I saw the look. Okay, maybe not. Yes. This one was not purchased, right? This one was from the stash of Carolyn. This was the map of Arizona. Why? Because I'm in Arizona.
It was sent to me on accident in an order, and they didn't want it back. And I'm like, I know somebody who lives in Arizona. Right.
It can be another remembrance piece. And if you live in Arizona, you will laugh just a little bit. It's an adorable piece, and I'm definitely going to stitch it. But it's, they have Flagstaff, and they have, is that a sheep?
A ram or something? Yeah.
It's not, Flagstaff is like elk and deer and...
Maybe it's an elk.
Maybe they just use the wrong color, and it's supposed to be a deer. I could make it a deer.
You can make it, yeah.
Yeah, I can make it whatever I want to make it. But just some of the things that they have laid out for each area, like watermelon. Are we known for watermelon? I didn't know that.
I wouldn't think of watermelon in Arizona, but
apparently we're known for watermelon.
That's funny.
Yes, so it's pretty adorable. And cabbage. Don't forget our cabbage.
Are you known for cabbage?
Obviously. The cross-stitch god said so. But yeah, it was super adorable. That's funny. I will definitely be stitching it just to remember this trip. Pretty. This one's pretty. This one is by Kathy Barrick. It's the Bluebird in a Cherry Tree. It's got a bird. It's got a tree. They show this interesting bird down here. There it goes. So you could just stitch the bird and make a pillow or something, or any type of small, or you can stitch the whole thing.
What are you going to do?
I'm going to do the whole thing because I love the tree. I don't know about this border. No, I probably will. It's beautiful. That was kind of the theme as we walked around the shop, right? We would see a chart, and I'd say, I just want to stitch the bird. I just want to stitch the bird. I just want to stitch a piece of it. Yeah. But this one it's very different. It's a different tree. Yeah, I love it. All of her designs have a little bit something different to it. Oh, we're back to Liz Matthews. Hello, Liz Matthews. Hello.
Hello.
This one is Bower Birds. Again, it's a nice simple piece.
It's so pretty.
But it's just beautiful. It does have an alphabet. I'm really drawn to anything that's like white on something.
Especially white on gray.
Yeah, white on gray. White on gray, yellow on gray. A little partial.
Yeah.
Stitching in white leaves a lot to be desired sometimes.
Yeah,
just because it shows everything, right?
Yeah.
It's like a white T-shirt. It shows everything. Yeah. But it's so pretty when it's done.
Right.
Like, it's worth it.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right, that was pile number 1. Pile number 1. Pile number 2. Almost last one. Okay. Well, number 2. So this one, we went to the mirror section. Beautiful mirrors. I might be picking up at some point is it the reindeer? The reindeer in the series?
I'm going to get her to get the reindeer.
One day. But for today, soon. After I recoup from this, right?
Yeah.
Future. So this one is, well, what is the Snow Maiden? She is beautiful.
So pretty.
Those colors are gorgeous. And when we talk about going outside your comfort zone, right? Like I would normally stitch her on a gray.
Mm-hmm.
Because it's gray.
Mm-hmm.
I've been talked into stitching her. We had to get another piece because it needed to be a 28 count, right? Because there's beads, and so you have to do it on the right count. So this is, again, picture this plus in the color Cabernet, but this one's 28 count.
Some people are able to do it with beads on 32 count, but they have to, like, leave out certain beads and all that. And I don't know. I just don't want to mess with that.
I'm not that advanced at all. So, like, I'm...
Do you want me to hold?
Oh, yeah. Can you hold one or the other?
I'll hold this one.
We'll tag team it.
Like, the fabric really pulls out the color of these purpley flowers.
Yeah, it's almost identical. The purple and the flowers and the purple, the dark part in this fabric.
It's going to be so pretty.
Yes, and those flowers are kind of modeled as well. So it's really going to pop. Definitely. I kind of want to start this
do it
soon.
Put it in the start pile.
Start pile, yes. Okay. This is one that I picked up for my daughter. She is, into all things a little dark, a little emo.
I wonder where she gets it from.
I went through a phase. I might still be there sometimes. This is Edgar Allan Poe Tree by Tiny Modernist.
You got this stitch for her?
Yes. I love this one. I need to find this fabric. I'm not exactly sure. Does it say? Oh, it's on Stormy Gray by Fabric Flare. Yeah. I don't think I own any Fabric Flare, so it's beautiful.
You could probably find it online.
Yeah. Gary cover?
Yeah, Gary,
when I need 28 count Fabric Flare, Stormy Gray, please.
You want 16 count? Well, he's going to get you a fat quarter anyway.
Gotcha. Okay. All right, thank you. Okay. We picked up a book of Christmas Greatness, Flurry, by Teresa Kogut. And wasn't it these are the designs that she releases to her Patreons, right?
Yeah, so inside, I have another one of her books, Love Rain is the same. She talks about how these are designs she released to her Patreons, and they she was originally going to keep it as exclusive for the Patreons, but they talked her into releasing them, and she has so many that she said, okay, it's going to be like 7 different books worth of designs. And so there's, 6, 7 different designs in that one book. Oh,
definitely.
The main one, though, is the snowman, but so it's pretty cool.
There was probably 3 or 4 that we definitely wanted to put down on our stitch. You own this one. Have you done a flip through?
No, I just bought it.
Oh, that's right. You bought it with me.
Yeah.
Okay. Flip through to come.
Flip through to come. Yeah.
Okay. It's been decided. All right. I picked this one up because I think, was this one designed for Acorns and Threads?
25 year for their 25th year anniversary.
Yes. So Elegant Acorns. It's a Kesslin's design. I love when I travel to pick up something that I can only get where I'm at. And I love the simplicity of this one was just gorgeous. I mean, absolutely beautiful. This will definitely be one that I stitch quickly. Put this in the to start pile. To start.
Just so you know, the things that she's saying to start are going in that pile that everything else is going into.
For now, I have to get them home, right? I'll put them in separate bags. I'm going to need to borrow one of your Acorns bags, please.
I'll give you a paper bag.
I tried. You caught me. Okay, another exclusive design. This is when you're standing at the register, right? And you think you have everything, and then they're all displayed out, and they're all exclusive. Yes. This one is Around My Friends. It's from Summer House Stitchworks and Ink Circles.
And I think Hands On Designs as well.
Oh.
Yeah. So this was the release. Oh, yes. So the event we went to this weekend, this is something they did for last year's online only event that they collaborated on. But this is the piece, it's available, obviously.
Right.
But yeah, this is a collaboration between the 3 designers from last year's Pacific Northwest Stitching Summit.
I know, I'm sad I missed that, yes.
Yeah.
This piece in particular with the birds the birds in a tree. Shocker, I loved it. But they have that one stitched and on display, and I saw that piece, and I was like, where is that piece? And of course, you knew exactly what it was.
Yeah.
You were there last year.
And I think they sell the finishing kit separately that has the templates for the circles and the ribbons and all that trims and all that stuff. Yeah.
It's beautiful. Beautiful, beautiful. Okay.
That's pretty.
The blue flower. Yes. Since it was a blue flower retreat, I felt I needed one more blue flower in my life. Of course, they had the display table that had 5 more things I wanted, probably. But I love this one. This was Our Hearts Go Out. And if you can see the colors in that bird, the beautiful colors in the bird mixed with the white flowers. Love it. The saying on there is, our hearts go out to meet the spring. I don't know if I'll keep that. We'll see. But it's beautiful.
It's beautiful.
Beautiful, beautiful. Okay, another Kathy Barrick. This is White Winter Moth. This is another one where I thought it might look really pretty in my daughter's room. She has a butterfly moth wall, and it's got the dark colors. I was drawn to it because it's gray, yellow, black, and white.
Does it say what the fabric is?
No, let's see.
40 count sand from Fiber on a Whim.
This does not look like sand. This looks yellow in the photo.
It calls for MPI silks.
Ooh.
There's a DMC conversion, though.
Fancy.
But
I might need that fabric.
You might need the silks because now you're a silk stitcher.
I am. And there's not very many. So there's only 6 colors. There's 6 colors in this piece.
Yeah, it's not bad.
It's beautiful. Beautiful. We hit the Jan Hicks station. Hi, Jan.
Hi, Jan.
This one, I was inspired by a certain somebody. They named it well. Carolyn's Balloons.
Woohoo!
If you haven't seen this, watch Carolyn's channel. She's
I actually have it off my Q-snaps, and I was wondering if you would mind if I showed it.
No, please do. It is beautiful. This is really what inspired me to buy it, as I've been watching hers. And if you see it in person, it's gorgeous.
So I have been using this as my 25/7 piece.
Yes.
And I'm making, Simon here, been making pretty good progress on it. And I'm nearly done. So this is where it's at. I'm just going to cover up your face.
Perfect.
This is where it's at. So it's not a very big piece. I'm down on the bottom row. There's maybe a couple more rows to go, just like literally individual rows. But other than that, I just have that bottom row to go and it will be done. So this is what it looks like kind of off the Q-snaps. And it's so fun to stitch and it goes pretty quick. And this is the autumn one, obviously. And she is going to do one for each month. And this is on a Fortnite Fabrics. It's called Shark Fin.
Is that called for? Is that the called for color or just
No, I think it's just what I had. But the nice thing is, so this is a fat quarter, but you can get an idea of like, here's how small it is, right?
Yeah.
I can easily fit another one on here, and I'm planning to use this one for the winter as well because it's a little moody fabric.
I love that.
Yeah, yeah.
Moody.
So you can definitely fit another one on and probably still have more fabric left over for another small or something. Mm-hmm. So, they're a nice size. I'm sure this is 32 count, I bet. But yeah, so that's where mine is. So I was hoping
future ones will be on 36 count? Right?
No, 32.
Mm-hmm. It's a beautiful design. Yes.
Yeah.
And now I own it too.
Yay. When are you going to start that one?
That's going to go in my start soon pile.
Is it?
Because it's Carolyn's Balloons.
Ah, yay.
This one is probably like a 2024-ish start.
Yeah,
another beautiful one from Jan. This is Palace of the Winds, a study of variegated threads. I didn't pick up on that.
Yeah, this one she uses the cottage garden threads. And when you buy the chart, you get a link to a video where she explains how to use the variegated threads to create the look that she did.
Yes, because they're variegated, but it's like they're purposefully variegated, right?
Right. And so it's a little bit different, right? Where it's, kind of, for me, it would be learning a new skill.
Agreed.
Like she says, a study of using the variegated threads to get them to do what you want them to do, which I usually don't pay attention to.
I don't either.
I just stitch.
Just looking up here, you can see it almost looks like it's not variegated at all. It looks like it's a solid color that you've just chosen different ones.
Mm-hmm.
It's amazing.
There's a green version too, I think. I like the red.
Yeah. I might watch to see how to do it.
Yep, and then decide
it for like one square, and then I don't know, but the pattern is beautiful.
Yeah.
So, and of course the colors, as usual, gorgeous.
Yeah.
All right, yet again, Liz Matthews. Hello, Liz Matthews. This one is Flowers Always. So it is a very simple design, but I find it very elegant.
I love her fonts.
Yeah, the font is perfect. For me, I buy myself flowers fairly often. It's kind of my special treat.
Yeah.
Yes, like every few weeks, I like to buy myself some little flowers, either at home or at work. And so it just makes me happy, right?
Yeah.
So I could stitch this and hang it up, and this will also make me happy.
Are you going to do that in the DMC, or this? It calls for silk?
Ooh. Well, we're talking about flowers.
For yourself. For
yourself, which is a fancy.
Probably has to be silk.
Yes, it's going to be silk. Yes.
Yeah.
It will be a nice, dark, simple font like this on a simple background, but I love it. So.
Very nice.
I'd never seen that one before either. I don't know if other people have stitched it, but
I've seen some other people work on that.
Okay, I think that was it for the regular charts. So I've got some kits. We did some Mill Hill shopping. A little bit of Mill Hill damage, I guess you could say. So I'm going to blame these ones on Carolyn, because while I was shopping for
this is
cloths,
really
I think Carolyn was just over there pulling different things.
I literally just put it in your basket. I didn't even show it to you.
Right. She just knew. She knew. She knows me well, right? It's the Mill Hill. It's the Out on the Limb series. Try to hold it still.
Is that the blue one?
This is the not blue. Hold on.
Oh, aqua.
I'm missing the
aqua.
blue. Yeah, this is aqua. So there's 4 birds. We only had 3, which is fine, because I learned you're supposed to decorate in series of 3.
Odd numbers.
Okay, so 3.
That's the rules, but you can break rules too.
True.
Yeah.
True. So this is aqua bird. This one is orange bird.
They're so pretty. They're going to be so pretty next to each other.
And of course, yellow bird.
And these are the ones that the fabric that I'm stitching, the pumpkin piece. I just stole the fabric from her.
We assumed it was on perforated paper, brown perforated paper, which is why we bought the brown fabric. Got home, realized
it's not.
Carolyn's was on perforated paper, and it was the wrong count fabric that we had purchased for the big piece. And then we realized this came on fabric. So I said, here you go. You need this brown for that piece. Yeah. So these will be really pretty. Really pretty. You know, at least I could do. Plus, I got to see Carolyn sort. I was there to witness the first sorting of a Mill Hill kit.
Oh, my gosh. So
it was worth it.
That did me in. It really did.
And this one. This one is so cute.
I'm going to have to see if they have another one of those.
I love me some Christmas. But look at this guy. This is a Buttons and Beads series. Yeah, write this one down. All of them in this series are... Oh, look at this blue jay. Can you find me the blue jay?
Yeah, what's it called? Just
Blue Jay, yes.
What's the series called?
This is Buttons and Beads Winter Series. So this is Snow and Love. They're so adorable. This one does come with perforated paper. I'll actually stitch this one on the perforated paper. I don't mind that. And it comes with a cute little button. A little red bird.
That button is just adorable.
I don't know if you can see these, but these are the other ones in the series. You can kind of see them. The one that I asked Carolyn to write down for me is the Blue Jay. Right there in the center. Shocker, I love the Blue Jay. Very, very pretty. Very classic. Classic winter. So excited to stitch this one up.
Nice.
2-stitch pile. I've been so inspired on this trip to just stitch everything. Yeah,
that's great.
Well, I'm going to stitch all of it.
Yeah, yes, that's true.
Yes. All right, we're almost done. We're almost done with the shopping of Acorns. Almost. Because I'm now going to be stitching, I'll be finishing.
Yes.
Finishing.
Yes, you can do it.
I can do it. Never done before, but
Says the person who has finished very little.
More than me. And coming here and seeing Carolyn's framed pieces in person, it's beautiful.
Thank you.
You just see it, and it really inspires you. If you don't already have those pieces, you just want to get them. One of them I already have. Both of them I already have. The Spring Quaker and the By the Bay. I already have them.
You do. I didn't realize you had By the Bay.
Yeah, because you inspired me to buy everything that she makes.
Yes.
But I haven't started them.
Oh.
Yeah.
Yes.
Anyway, you see them in person, and you're just like, I must have these. Gorgeous. So I will not be using this for either of those pieces. This is the Peppermint Lady Dot Creates. It's a finishing pack, and it's like velvet, some type of velvet stuff.
Like a velveteen.
Velveteen. But it's iconic Christmas, right? It's the true Christmas red, white, and green.
It's looking black on the screen, but it's
I promise it's not. It's
Christmas green, dark Christmas green.
Dark Christmas green.
Yeah.
Yeah, like the color of
tree.
Yeah. Wreaths. It's wreath green.
Yeah.
And we got this guy. So both of us picked up one of these.
It's just a flat board, perfect for finishing.
Yeah, super inexpensive, to be honest. I mean, it really was not much. And it's painted and finished, and it's got the little holder. It's nice and sturdy.
Ready to go.
If I were to go to Michael's and buy just the wood and the paint, I'd be well over what I spent on this. So I was like, we got to have that.
Yeah.
So that guy. Oh, and last item was the scissors.
Yes.
Another fancy tool that I learned about are the serrated blade perfect scissors. So I don't think you're going to be able to see the serrated blade on these, and I don't want to open them because I'm going to travel.
These are, I actually learned about these, I think, on last year's Pacific Northwest Stitching Summit when Janine did a tour of the shop, which I go there all the time, but you still learn new things. And so she had pointed out these scissors, and she said these particular scissors they don't have to be these, but...
those are the only color, FYI.
Yeah, they come in this green, but the handles are kind of squishy, which is fun.
Yeah, they're nice.
And it comes with a cap or a tip to protect, when it's in your bag. But you use these to cut like metallic threads, so you don't ruin your other scissors. And if you were to open them and look closely at them, I probably have shown mine before. They have a little serrated blade, so you can use these to cut like any Krynex or anything of metallic, so you don't ruin your good embroidery scissors. And they work wonderfully. They're very sharp. And I
do
really
not
like
use
them.
on silk, right?
Right.
Yes. I would never. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Is that everything?
That is everything. The only thing left in this bag is this piece here. So.
Man. That's good stuff.
That was a lot of damage.
That's good stuff. That's fun.
Damage.
That's fun though.
Yes.
Yeah.
It was amazing.
And no sales tax.
No sales tax.
The state of Oregon thanks you for your business.
Yes. It's the hospitality, right?
Yes.
No sales tax, and I saved because I got a bag, so you get a discount.
You get points and all that.
I have well established in their system now.
Yes.
And I think we got a discount for the event.
Yeah, we got because we were attending the event, we got a 10% discount, which was very nice. Yeah.
Amazing. But in the end, just going to Acorns, being able to shop with a friend, getting to meet all the people, and get so inspired by all of the pieces. Yeah. And being here and seeing finished pieces and stitching with people. Very inspiring, very wonderful.
That's so great.
Amazing. Yeah. Loved it.
I have some haul.
Yes, you do have
a little bit of haul. So I did get...
You haul, I'll drink coffee.
Okay. I mean, you showed quite a bit of the same things that I also picked up at Acorns. So I won't go over those in a lot of detail. I got the brown dark chocolate fabric, 32 count, because I thought I was going to stitch pumpkins on it, but I wanted something for the beads to fit. But I'll use it for something. I also got one of these.
We match.
Yes. A lot of twinning going on here. Well, you saw the chart we started, and then I also got the Hannah Sanderson chart. I also like the lighter version. I'll do the lighter version.
And we could just do both.
Yeah? We'll just do both. Right. I also got the Teresa Kogut book. And I'll show you inside and maybe in the next video. And then a couple things I got that you did not get. Okay, hear me out. I'm going to start with this one. I want to learn how to do stuff like this. Beading. It's like peyote stitch. So I picked up this kit. It comes with all the beads and everything you need. And I talked to Lori, who works at Acorns, and she very much knows how to do this.
Yes. She
said, wow, you picked a really hard one for your first one.
Would Carolyn do anything else?
Right. And she's like, do you maybe want to start with something easier? And I'm like, well, I don't know how to do this at all. So
go big or go home.
Go big or go home. So I think she said she would help me.
Mm-hmm.
So we'll see how that goes. It's not really stitching so much as beading, but you can see it comes with everything you need there. So I got that. She's from Fern Ridge Collections, and she's called a schoolgirl. Schoolgirl.
She kind of looks like me.
She does look like you, actually.
I think that's Christmas.
You want it? Is that what you're saying?
Yeah, when it's finished.
You want my first hard? Okay, you can do that.
You heard it here.
Dang it. And then you have seen Jan Hicks work on this. Luz Gonzalez, 1851. I just love it. I had it in my hands. I was carrying it around. I put it back. Then when we were at the checkout, I was like, you know what? I just need it. I just want it. I don't know when I'll start it or, but I just think it's so pretty. It is also stitched in soie de Jais silks.
So pretty.
So pretty. It's stitched on 40 count. I will not do it on 40 count. Not 36. So
ready.
I got that. You were ready. So I got that. And that's, I think, everything I got at Acorns.
Yes, she was very busy filling my cart.
It was really fun. I mean, to be fair, I've been to Acorns like 2 weeks before and spent a whole bunch of money.
Right. She already had things picked out. And I kitted up a project while I was there. So
yeah,
you were able to help me pull the threads and get the right size fabric and all of that.
Yeah.
Acorns should hire you.
They should.
Yeah,
Such a name. I did do some damage at Expo, though. My Expo order came in. So I missed filming last week because I had laryngitis. And so thank you all for your very sweet comments. I am feeling much better. Actually, the first day that I got my voice back was when I picked you up. So I had lost my voice for, I don't know, about 5 or 6 days. I had to cancel class. I had to cancel like 2 talks I was supposed to give. But I was really happy to have my voice back in time for the weekend. So this actually came in like a couple weeks ago. That's Jack.
Hi, Jack.
He wants to be involved.
Oh, no, that's Simon.
That's Simon?
Yeah.
Oh, it is Simon. Sorry.
I know,
there he is. So this is my Expo order. Yes, get your pens and
I'm taking my notes. Yes.
Paper ready. This is all from Garan. So I wanted to make sure that I shared it so I could kind of put it away. And by away, I mean in a pile in my craft room.
The same pile as the other one?
Yes.
One pile. Already.
So
my pile.
I had placed my order, and then they went and showed like some more items that they got in. And so then I said, add this to my order. So these first 3 are things that I added to an order that I already had.
As we do.
So this first one is Heart and Hand. It is We Santa 2022. I think he's so cute. Look at him.
So
he's just so
cute.
Look
at the little bird. There's a little bird on his shoulder.
There's a little bird. I just love, he's kind of like, it's not really a red suit. It's more like pink. I just think he's really cute. And it comes with, there's something inside. It's a button, I think. I can't quite, it's little beads in his hand, which we can't figure out what that is.
Bird poop.
Bird poop is kind of our theory.
Yeah, we're going to bird poop on everything.
So, yes.
One of our many odd conversations this weekend.
Oh, so many.
Yeah.
But yes, so I got that Heart and Hand, We Santa 2022. I got this one. This one is by Serenita di Campagna. This is, the picture does not do it justice. This is an advent calendar. I know I have another advent calendar, but I really actually think I like this one even better. It's very old-timey Christmas, which I love. I love that they like cut out the pieces and stitched it on. And I think the idea is that those are little pockets so you can put little gifts in them. But yeah, I just think it's so cute. And look at this like main scene down here. I just love the feel of her stuff. And it's all DMC called for. So I had to pick that up. This one is by the Snowflower Diaries. It's called Trust the Universe.
I love this one.
I think this is so great. And my plan was to stitch it and put it in my office at work. So I work with college students who are particularly, not just college students, but Snowflower Diaries. But I work with a lot of pre-med, pre-health students who are, I call them type awesome. They're a little type A. They're a little high strung. They're a little like not sure how to relax, so I want all the answers right away, and sometimes there just aren't answers, and they have to learn to trust the universe. So I thought that would be really fun to stitch and have in my office. So this is now the regular order of stuff. This is called I Love Cross Stitch. This is another Serenita di Campagna.
So pretty.
I love the little lady stitching. I might change the words. It just says I love cross stitch. I might change it to like home of a needle worker or something like that.
That'd be so fitting.
Yeah.
It's very classic. Very classic.
Yeah.
Beautiful.
So I might do something with that. But that one's not very big, I don't think. So that's fun.
Colors too.
Yeah, just a handful of colors. Mm-hmm. So I thought that was really pretty. This one I think was not a part of my expo order. I think I just asked them to hold it and ship it all at once. So I think this is like a little bit separate. But this is the latest Mira. It is Silver Moon Tea. It's a Nora Corbett. I think she's so pretty.
Those colors are gorgeous.
Aren't they?
The purple and oranges, they just pop up.
Yeah, you want to write it down?
Probably.
And then I got the bead pack as well to go along with it.
As usual, I just like the beads. Because it's the green
so
and the light
pretty.
Blue. So pretty.
They're so pretty. So, yeah. So I like that one a lot. Okay. Back to Expo. I got some Jan Hicks. I got the Antonio Roselli Garcia sampler. I have to get threaded. Andrea and I are starting this October 15th, and I will probably do the bright version, which is, I think, the one in the picture there.
Yeah, I like the bright one too.
Yeah.
They're both beautiful. But
yeah, I like the brighter colors. And I also got Palace of the Winds, which Robin showed.
We'll both have our one corner of purposeful.
Yeah. Yeah, and then
the rest.
Yeah.
Then the rest.
I got this from Stitching Jewels Designs. This is Christmas Party. I love these ladies.
So fun.
So fun.
Too.
Yeah, I really, really like it. I'm trying to see if it gives a size, but 230 by 280. So it is a full coverage.
Wow.
But it's really pretty. I also got the Camberley sampler from Rosewood Manor.
Look at the birds.
Look at the bird. Well, look at the flowers for me. And the colors.
And the flowers.
I got this from Ori TM. This is Quaker Cakes.
Zoo?
Or 2.
I thought it said 200 for a moment. I think.
It might be 200.
Yeah, I think it is 200. I'm not sure why.
I'm not sure. I like the cakes. And then I realized there's part 1 and then there's probably part 2. But this is a very rare time when I only feel like I need one part. I just thought they were pretty for like to put up around your birthday.
True.
They are seasonal in that there's clearly snowflake hearts, but
it's just so rare. You're not going to put them all in one big piece. I don't know what's happening.
Or is she? I don't know. So we'll see if I end up getting I can totally see me saying that and then getting the second half. They're all like, yeah, you're going to get the second half.
Absolutely.
I can hear them now.
But by the time you get done stitching that, you're going to be like, I already have these. Why not get the rest?
Right. I just feel incomplete without the second half. See, I'm already just talked myself
like
into getting the second half.
On 36 count.
Maybe.
Yeah.
Did I say that?
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Also got Winter Garden by Hello from Liz Matthews, which Robin showed.
It's beautiful. Everybody needs that piece.
And then I got Star of Sumatra by Ink Circles. Look at that.
So pretty.
So pretty. So they were selling this, and they were selling the thread pack, which is Gloriana Silk in Royal Plum. 26 yards is required. So pretty.
It's gorgeous. Yeah, it's a little dark on the screen, but it's in real life. It's a beautiful mix of a deep purple, a deep green, and like a teal blue.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
it's really pretty.
It's funny when you look at it, your eyes are drawn to different colors, right? Mm-hmm. So I look at it and I just see a bunch of teals with a little bit of purple.
Interesting. Yeah.
I think you said you saw purple with a little bit of
teal. I saw a lot
of
purple. Yeah, mm-hmm. It's really interesting. Yeah, it is a little dark on here, but
that's pretty.
It's really pretty. Yeah. So gorgeous. I got that from Expo, and I think that was my Expo order. Not too bad.
This is a good table of stuff. I wish you guys could see the stuff around us at this point. It's just like, and I had Simon here for a second. But
you did, yes. Simon's been all over you.
Yeah. We made friends.
Yes, definitely. So if you are not inspired by anything we showed, I just don't know what to tell you.
I don't know. I'm curious to see what piece you like the most. So,
yeah, or what you're beginning to.
Like what are you going to pick up?
Yeah.
And when are we starting it?
Yeah, when are we starting it?
That's the real question.
Or how are you already working on something that we showed?
Yeah, then we can start it quicker.
Yeah.
Right?
We saw at the sampler that we started, somebody had on the brag table the silk sampler that we started, and it was gorgeous.
I think they changed some pieces.
Yeah, we might change some pieces as
ones
well.
We're gonna change. Yeah.
But oh my gosh, it was so pretty to see it.
Yeah, seeing it done and framed and just so pretty.
Very pretty.
Yeah. We chose well.
Yes, we did. We did great. Yeah, so that's everything from the weekend, I think.
That's pretty much it. The only rest of the weekend we had was watching FlossTube.
A little bit. We didn't even have much time for that, really.
No, not really. It's funny. I'm an early to bed and an early riser, and Carolyn's a late night. And, not really sleep in because we were up and moving. I don't know.
I'm not a very good sleeper.
When she sleeps. Yeah,
not very much.
I'm an excellent sleeper.
You are, which I need to learn from you. Yeah.
Yes. So.
Yeah.
No, that was pretty much it.
It was fun. Would you come back?
I will absolutely come back as long as you will have me.
Absolutely.
You will have 100%. Me. I will be here.
Absolutely, 100%.
So we can plan. We can do planning over pepperoni pineapple pizza.
Yes.
The PPP.
The PPP.
Yes, in-person planning pineapple pizza.
Pepperoni
pineapple pizza. I think there's 4 P's. I don't know. But planning. We planned.
Yes, we did plan last night.
Oh, yes, we did.
So
to answer the question,
are we going to continue?
Will it continue?
Yeah. We're going to. Yeah. We planned out almost the whole year.
We did. We were
That's
so
my
inspired.
doing, of course.
Yes, she is absolutely the planner. I laugh. Carolyn breaks out the computer and the spreadsheets, and she's ready to plan.
Yes. I'm ready to go.
It's beautiful, just so you know. Like she has a system. My system is, I'm going to sit with my drink, and I'm just going to talk. I'm just going to.
And I'm just
throw
typing
the ideas, and that's.
I'm just typing. It works,
yes,
right?
That's why we reins me into something, which is amazing. And like I said, I know for me this last year has been a little hectic, to say the least. But I've just been so inspired by all of this and getting back into the Magazine Monthly Challenge and breaking out all of the things. Mm-hmm. So I am excited for 2023 and the rest of this year. Yes. But how it goes. We have all these new things planned.
Right.
Which we'll have a little bit of spoilers on.
Yes. And we're almost to October. So we're really kind of in the last quarter of the year.
This was me last night. Can we start this next month? Can we do this early?
Yeah.
Which is what happened when we first started.
That's how we started.
Yes.
If any of you are wondering why we randomly started in August of, 2020? Mm-hmm. It was completely her.
2019?
Oh, right.
Because 2020 was.
Yes, that's right. That's right. Yeah. It was completely her fault. I'm like, okay, so in January, we'll start in January because that's a new. She's like, what? I don't want to wait till January.
It was August. I mean, we still had we had months, right?
Yeah, and she was like, let's just start it now. I'm like, we can't do that. That's random. We did.
I broke her out of her comfort zone.
And I survived. I did survive.
You did.
But now I got us back on the yearly
Yes. As we
calendar.
should. It is easier on a yearly calendar.
It is.
I fully will own that.
Yeah.
But I couldn't wait. I was too excited.
Yeah.
But I'm going to wait. I'm going to wait this time because we have
fun things coming up. Yeah. So we just wrapped up AB Singo, which is super fun.
Love it.
It's
so many
so
of you
much
guys
fun.
love it too.
Yeah, it was really fun. Mm-hmm. So just as a reminder, if you're participating in that, we're done with the calls for the month, but you could still have these last few days of September to finish up your projects if you got behind. And then there are posts in the event page that I put up last night about if you have bingos, you want to post your board there in one place. And if you have blackouts, you post it in a different place so that we can draw winners for prizes in early October. We'll probably do that.
And we will be drawing our winners from those posts.
Yes.
So if you completed a blackout or a bingo, make sure to put a post in that prompt.
Yes.
Because that is what we use the random.org generator
Yeah, we go by that. Piece. And so if you participate but don't care about winning prizes, then that's fine. Mm-hmm. And I put this in the post last night, but we have found over the years that it's really helpful for those who are getting bingos only. It's because you get one entry per bingo that you get. It's super helpful it's not necessarily required. We can count, but it is helpful on our end if you just tell us how many bingos you got. Then we don't have to go through and count everybody.
Right, because that's how we do the random.org generator.
Right,
we put your name that many times.
Right, so even if you only got one bingo, put your name in because you might win.
We've had a winner
Yeah, we only had one or two. Yeah. So, we hope you enjoyed it. We plan to continue.
Yes.
Bringo in January, AB Singo in September.
Correct.
And kind of feedback that I've received is that September is a really good month for AB Singo to happen. So we plan on, I don't think we planned on changing any of that really.
No, I mean, a few different prompts as usual
for
Bringo, but AB Singo is going to remain the same.
Yeah.
We will have the prompts out, what did we say? December? What did we say?
We wrote notes. I made her write notes.
I moved ahead. Sorry. Let's see.
So the prompts for Bringo will announce December 1st.
Yes, that's right.
Yeah, and some are the same, some are different, but that will give you a month to plan. Correct. Which and if you celebrate the holidays, I know it's kind of a busy month. So, we'll release the prompts for Bringo December 1. They're done. They're ready to go.
They're super exciting. Ready. We were planning machines last night.
We really were.
Yeah.
And then for those of you, so we've gotten this request the past couple of years, for those who kind of who are also planners, who want to know the theme. So each month we put out a theme and an acrostic where you set your own goals. That's kind of the main ongoing every month challenge or event that happens. And we do have those done, right?
We do, yeah.
But they're a surprise every month. A few people have asked, can we at least have the themes?
Right, so you don't get the acrostic.
But
the theme.
Yep.
Yes.
And so we'll release the themes for next year in mid-December.
Yes.
So if you want that, and we do a big, this is a spoiler. If you don't want to see it, don't open this file type thing. So it is a file that you have to go in and collect. So it's not going to be like a post if you don't want to see it and you just want to be surprised every month.
Yes, we have the planners who get them all at once.
Yep.
The Carolyn side.
Yes.
The ones who like a surprise and to see what is it, the me side.
Yes.
Although I know what they are already.
Yeah, but you'll forget.
I will.
Promise you'll forget.
I've forgotten half of them already.
Yeah, right?
Other than the overall theme.
Yes. Are we going to tell them the overall theme?
We could. That could be part of... Why not? Maybe.
We didn't talk about this part.
Okay, well, how about we won't say what the theme is, but there is a theme.
There is a theme.
Okay,
so that's the new thing this year.
Yes. A mini spoiler. Next year, all of the themes are going to be based around an overall theme.
Right.
That we will change every year.
Right. We'll have one big theme for the year and then individual monthly themes.
Everything falls into it somehow, some way.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes. So for next year, we want to do some spoilers. Do you want spoilers?
If you don't, wait, we should talk about what's coming up the rest of this year because it's normal. And then we'll say if you don't want spoilers, turn it off and say bye and thank you.
They're not big spoilers, though.
They're really not. But...
They're just teasers more than spoilers, I think.
True. Okay, teasers.
Yeah, teasers.
Yes.
Yes. Okay, so, yes, you're right. We should finish up this year.
Okay.
So AB Singo's done. We'll draw for winners. So you have until midnight, September 30th, to submit your boards on the appropriate posts in our Facebook group.
Yes. We'll gather and draw first week of October.
Yeah.
Somewhere in there.
Yeah. Yeah. And then in November.
Ooh, November.
We have the favorite. Oh, my gourd.
Oh, my gourd.
You came up with that name. I love it.
I love that name so much. Yes.
That will be a weekend pop-up challenge. I don't think we discussed what weekend yet.
No.
But we'll find a weekend in November, and we'll do the Oh My Gourd, which is stitch on a pumpkin or a gourd for...
Yes.
I can't remember how long we said.
I think it's...
500.
500 or 5 hours.
Yeah, 500 stitches or 5 hours.
Yes.
And we'll announce, what week that is in November. And there'll be prizes associated too.
And we can even show it off. We're gonna set up the Zoom call. We'll have the Zoom call the last Saturday of November. So if you do participate in Oh My Gourd, it'll be before that. That way.
Yes, we can see what that. Yeah, and also the last Saturday of October.
Yes.
Yes, we know we've missed the last few months. It's just been so hectic for both of us.
Correct.
But October and November, and then we usually skip December just because it is hectic for everybody.
Yes.
But so there'll be 2 more Zoom calls that we will announce in the Facebook group.
Correct.
Okay, great. Okay, so that's the rest of this year, right?
Yeah, that's it.
That's it. And then, so for next year, our teasers, really.
Yes, not spoilers.
Not spoilers, teasers. Correct. We do have a theme.
We do.
For the whole year, which is super fun. That was your great idea.
Yes, it was because when we're trying to figure out what is the monthly theme going to be, it gets hard because we don't want it to be very U.S. holiday specific.
Right.
And then we're trying to think, what have we already used?
Right.
And then what reminds you of March. What reminds
you know? And it's different because we have a lot of friends in Australia and New Zealand who their seasons are the opposite of what we celebrate. And so we try to be a little more neutral in that so that feels available to everybody.
With them also.
Yeah.
So
you had the idea, come up with a theme, and then we have our themes and our monthly theme. We have a yearly theme, and then
they all fall within the umbrella of the theme.
Yeah, and that made it so easy. Once you made that suggestion.
I like umbrellas and flowcharts.
Yeah.
I like that.
So you are kind of a planner.
I am.
She's a secret closeted planner.
Workflow.
It's
like a workflow.
Yeah.
So
that made it really easy for us to just hammer out. Yeah. So
pop-up challenges. We have more pop-up challenges.
We have more pop-up challenges.
Some of them are based around this yearly theme.
Yep. Some of them are not. Some of them are like the old ones we've done.
Sure. Yes.
Be My Specialty will be back.
Yes. Some of the favorites. We do try to listen to you guys on the ones that you really like, the ones that get a lot more participation, more posts, more people just loving it. We keep those ones around. Yeah. Be My Specialty, Oh My Gourd.
Oh My Gourd. The ABC, Bringo.
Yeah, all of those are by far like the big winners, if you want to say.
Yeah. And then we'll have more of the monthly challenges and
team events.
Team events. That's the new big thing.
Yes. We are going to have a couple of team events, which details to follow, but next year.
And don't worry, because we're both introverts, believe it or not.
Correct. It's true.
It's true. We are both introverts. And so these are introverted friendly team events.
Yes.
You don't actually have to talk to anybody.
Yes. But if we have some extroverts out there.
I think it'll be good.
You could go Cougs. Go Cougs.
Go Cougs. Yeah.
Joan, do you watch this? Do you do this? Yes.
I don't know if she watches.
I don't know.
But yes, so team events is kind of the new big thing that we'll be adding in a couple.
Yes, just a couple.
For this upcoming year.
Mm-hmm.
And so I think, is that all the teasers?
That's all the teasers. There is more, but I think
there's so much more, but that's all we'll tell you for now. But in December, you'll get a little more information if you want it. I mean, some of you might just say, surprise me. Mm-hmm. But I usually do post the monthly theme and acrostic around the middle of the month, around the 15th of the month. So you'll get the Bringo. We do have still a theme and acrostic for January, even though we're doing Bringo.
Correct.
So you can participate in one or the other or both, however you want to do it.
Correct. Oh, and other teaser-ish, we are trying to bring the focus a little bit back around to magazines. So you will see some of these pop-up challenges being a little bit more magazine-specific.
Right.
Yes. Not in the sense that you can't still stitch on anything you would love.
Right.
But trying to give more of a nod to the roots, right? The roots of the group. We
kind of moved a little bit away, which is okay.
Myself too. I mean, I again have the stack of magazines that I'm not stitching. So yeah.
And I've this video is primarily focused on the summit that we just had and all of that. Mm-hmm. But I've gotten like 3 or 4 new magazines in, which I'll do flip throughs probably next weekend. Awesome. So a lot of good stuff coming up.
Yeah. Speaking of stuff coming up.
What's coming up? Plans for this week, right?
Yes.
She thinks she's get on an airplane soon. Today.
Very soon.
But
too soon, honestly. I have to go back to real life.
She doesn't know that I actually unpacked everything from her bags and I hid it all around the house. So she might end up missing her flight.
I love a scavenger hunt.
Yeah.
Ooh, we should make that a theme.
We should.
Scavenger hunt.
What are you going to work on when you get home? Besides putting all the stuff away and...
besides starting all of the things that I just purchased?
Yes,
so
besides starting everything.
They're worth a purchase?
Yes.
When I get home. Raccoon. One more item to show. I'm going to finish my raccoon here. This is a piece that I've been working on for some time.
Is this another...
This?
You want to show your bag?
Oh, yes, this bag. Thank you. Okay, so this bag is by the 805 Stitcher.
Who was there
at the retreat. The bag is amazing. It's got beautiful acorns.
But you didn't get the bag there, right?
No, I didn't. I don't remember where I got the bag. I feel like I got it with some type of a kit or purchase. Like maybe there was a collaboration. I don't remember. Maybe it was a gift. I don't remember. But I already had it in my stash, and I brought it down with me. It's size-wise, it's very similar to the other ones I purchased. It flattens nicely. It's sturdy. It's great to travel.
Yeah.
So love it. Love the teal. Then, while we were at the retreat, the 805 Stitcher was there. Great to meet you. And she passed around these. So It's like a little zipper pull.
But it's an acorn.
It's an acorn, and I think that it comes from the design that I purchased.
I think so.
I'm pretty sure it does. And I mean, I picked up this bag, and I was like, oh my gosh, this is perfect. It matches amazing. I put it on there. I flip over the bag, and I realize, of course it matches amazing.
Yeah.
An 805 stitcher
it's
did
so
both.
Funny.
Right.
It's unintentional, but it worked out.
Completely unintentional. So this will now live on this bag.
Yeah.
I love it. Love
and
it.
are you going to put you're going to show your raccoon piece, but when you're almost done with that.
Yes. So when I'm done with the raccoon, which will be truly no time at all, you'll see it's very, very close. I'm going to move the falling leaves. Or no, I'm going to start the acorn piece.
Yeah.
And I'm going to put the acorns.
The Kesslins.
The Kesslins one.
Yeah.
So
Great.
that's going to be started as soon as this one's done.
Yay.
So
let's see this cute raccoon.
This is the adorable raccoon that is almost done.
Right he's missing his eyeballs.
Yeah, he's kind of creepy. He's a creepy raccoon.
Ghost raccoon.
Yeah. Maybe he's eating something.
That's
I don't know.
so funny.
Ghost
There you go.
There it goes.
There he goes.
Well, maybe
he's
I
so
like him
cute.
sideways now. He's a raccoon. Cover
He's
my
so
head.
cute.
Look how cute he is. But
I love his their little paws.
Yes,
They're like.
I love them. So he's almost done.
That's cute. Is this going to be a card or just like a wall hanging?
I think it's going to be a little card. Either a card or just like a very small frame piece. It's for my friend's desk. So,
nice.
Or maybe not desk, but
whatever
it's my
they
friend.
want to do
Whatever they want to do with it. I don't know.
Yeah.
That's their choice. But
you're almost done. It's just the eyes left, or
there's the eyes and there's some stuff around the nose and a little bit of in the hands. It's there's 2 colors left, but it's like maybe 25 stitches.
Wow.
So it's
great.
Right there.
Yeah.
Right there. I got so distracted by everything else.
Yeah.
I didn't finish them. So this guy will get finished. Looking at my plans of finishing the raccoons. I want to put some good work into the Sambry Stitches piece because it's just that piece is really speaking to me. It's very simple, and I think I can get it done pretty quick. Working on my piece for the 25/7 group. That's the Facebook group by Melanie Watkins, the Soulful Stitcher. Fantastic group.
Yeah,
it really motivates
fun.
me to get like some stitches in every night.
Yeah, the idea is that you spend 25 minutes or do 25 stitches every day.
Right, and then by the time you're done with that 25 minutes, it's like you really don't want to put it down, and you don't have to put it down.
No.
I'm choosing to put it down because I just want to see how many days it's going to take to finish a piece. So
that's what I do with Carolyn's balloons. Is I do that for 25 minutes, and then I switch to whatever something else.
Right, and you can see how far you've gotten on Carolyn's balloons with those 25 minutes. Yeah, that's amazing. Yeah, genius idea.
Yeah,
great job.
Yeah.
Yes. And then just planning for Magazine Monthly Challenge October. You know, I want to pull out some magazines and really work on my own acrostic and my own theme. So getting that prepped and ready.
Great.
Yeah. Oh, and filming. I will be filming on Saturday.
Yay! So, wonderful.
Yes, this counts as filming. You're 2 hours in. This is filming.
If you're still with us, man.
I know, right? I have never talked for this long on a video in my life. So
it's good times.
I love it.
Yeah.
Love it. That's it. What about you? What are you doing?
I'm gonna finish up Whip Go. I got a little behind on ABC and Go, but I'm gonna finish up Whip Go.
No comment here.
I started some new things this weekend. So I have one more day on Halloween at Hawker and Hollow, and that will complete. I do 12 hours per piece, so I try to do about 3 hours per evening. So one more day for Halloween at Hawker and Hollow, and I have 2 more days for Hoity Toity, what's today, the 26th, 25th?
26th.
26th. So, and then I think maybe I'll have one spare day. To maybe I'll pull out Carolyn's balloons and try to get really far on that one, and that's so close.
Right
yeah. So we'll see, but that's kind of the plan. So I didn't start Ornaments All Around by Glendon Place. I was also sick, which I lost a lot of time, stitching time when I was sick too.
She was also hosting me, and I'm a lot of work.
She's so much. She is. Like, think of the worst house guest you can think of.
She made this coffee.
She's the opposite of the worst. She's like, I told her, what did I tell you today or yesterday? I was going to put a little bell around her because she just like appears.
I'm a ninja.
She's just so quiet, just kind of.
Yeah.
No, you've been super laid back and easy. So, and then I'm gonna think about October. I had some ideas before this weekend, but I think some of those ideas maybe have changed.
Right.
And because I didn't get to everything I wanted to this month, so I might move some stuff around and just kind of finalize my plans for October as well. And I'll be filming on Saturday as well, and kind of going into more of the normal structure. This is the other thing you pushed me at, like this isn't really structured like a regular floss tube, which is good. Like
this
it's
video
fun.
is not the normal structure completely anyway.
Yeah.
Yes.
She let me add plans in at the end. That was kind of her gift.
It was adorable, really. We're over here planning, and Carolyn says, "Can we do plans at the end? You know, like what's to come next week?
Can we at least do that part?"
Of course we can. Yeah. Of course we can do that.
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, and then like we have the Zoom calls coming up. So we'll get those on the calendar if you're in the Facebook group.
Yeah.
Yep, October, November.
So the last weekend? Yeah,
last weekend. The 20, I think it's the 29th in each month.
I think so.
Whatever that last Saturday of each month, that's when they're going to be, and they're going to be at 9 a.m. Pacific time.
Correct.
Yeah.
Yes.
Although in November, you're in Arizona, which they don't do fall back.
Correct.
So we're going to be off an hour, and that half the year we're in the same time zone, half the year we're not, which is very bizarre.
All the year, Carolyn keeps me on track. So it's
I'll just tell her when it's going to be.
Fine.
Yeah.
We'll get there.
We'll get there.
I just say, what time is it over there?
What time is it over there? Yeah.
And see how I do the text, because this is how we usually communicate.
Yes, it is.
And now we just get to use our words.
It's way easier on the fingers.
I know, right? Good.
We have not yet mentioned a really big thing that we're doing coming up in our plans.
What's that?
We both, on Saturday, got into the Garan Stitching in the Wild.
Oh, yes. Oh, my
retreat.
gosh. I'm so overwhelmed by all of this
I know.
stuff.
I know.
What are you talking about? Where's my list? Hold on.
Yes.
It's on the list.
It's on the list.
Yes. I did get in. I was super excited. Yeah.
I got in as well.
Yeah, we were at the retreat and we still managed to get in.
We set alarms, which I couldn't hear actually, but I saw my phone lighting up. I'm like, what's that? I'm like, oh, it's time to log in. And
our table mates notified us of the alarms going off.
they knew they're like, something's happening at, it's 11 a.m. our time.
Mm-hmm.
They're like, hey, your phones. I don't know what's going on, but I'm like, and then I was walking around telling people too. I was like, did you sign up? Did you sign up? Did you sign up?
Gary, you should hire her.
I got you some signups.
Mm-hmm.
And so that's going to be in Fort Lauderdale. It's the Garan. It's called Stitching in the Wild. Mm-hmm. I think Fort Lauderdale is going to see nothing as wild as a bunch of stitchers getting together in May.
Absolutely. I hope that they're prepared.
Yeah.
I hope they are.
I hope so.
We have needles.
And we're not afraid to use them.
Correct. Yes.
And what's that saying? Like, we have the patience to stab something 10,000 times.
Correct. Yes.
Yeah. And if you do Hates, it's like 700,000 times.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
So, it's
hate stitchers.
It's in Fort Lauderdale next May 2023.
Mm-hmm.
There are still some spots available. You can go on the Garan. I'll link that down below too. But you can go on the Garan website, and on the left-hand column, you'll see. I think it's the fourth item down.
Yeah,
the Stitching in the Wild.
I think it was the fourth one.
Yeah,
you'll see it right there.
And you can go ahead and sign up and check out. And
once you sign up, they give you the link. Because I know when I signed up, I was trying to figure out where do I stay. So
the hotel.
So after you sign up, then you will get the link as kind of part of, like, you'll get the receipt, and then you'll get the real receipt,
the
right, with all the info.
So you can book a hotel room, getting
a hotel,
roommates, all that type of stuff.
Yeah,
flights, all that. So. That's coming up in, I can't remember the exact dates, but it's like mid-May.
Yes.
2023.
Please join us.
Please join us. We're going to have so much fun.
Yes.
And so, there are still some spots available.
Yeah, not very many.
Not very many.
Like
30 maybe.
Yeah, 30.
But it's going to be, a smaller one, which is nice.
Yeah. I honestly prefer the smaller ones, I think. I say this like I know, right? I've never been to anything.
Yeah. But it has a different feel, right? Like I did StitchCon.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, StitchCon was 300 people. And it was also really wonderful and fun. But it was just, I could hear my table mates this weekend. Right. And you felt like, you had a little more time to actually sit down and talk to people. And that type of thing. But both are super, super fun, I think. Yeah. But this one is a little more chill, which was nice.
I'm very excited. Also, I get to meet Gary.
Yeah, I've never met Gary or Ronnie. I haven't either. So
it'll be another one. And hopefully I'm not catfish.
Again.
You guys who you say you are?
All right. Who knows? Who knows?
I know other people who have met them, but I trust no one until I see it with my own eyes.
Oh my gosh, this is what I've put up with for the past 4 days.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah, that's great. Anything else to add? Did we forget anything? We're looking around our table, which is a total mess. But
we definitely didn't forget any of this. I don't know why looking at the stuff that I've shown would tell me what we forgot.
I know. Let me check our bags.
Yeah.
Bags are empty.
In my bag. We got that. Other than just an amazing retreat, an amazing time.
It was really fun.
Thank you to everyone who was at the retreat, all
Yes.
the people we met.
Oh my gosh. It's just
extra thank you to Carolyn for hosting me and
so
for letting
much
me film with her.
Of course. We're going to try to get it on your FlossTube channel as well.
Yes, we'll try.
We're not sure how that works.
I don't know.
Because it would be such a big file. So I know I can't email it to you.
Correct.
But maybe there's a way to send the link to you after it uploads.
Maybe. But if not, I mean, truly, I feel maybe one or two scragglers. But I'll put up a little thing about it on my channel. But
okay.
I feel like everyone who is subscribed to my channel is also subscribed to yours. So
yeah, maybe.
You can see it here.
Yeah. But you should subscribe to Robin's channel because it's super fun. And I mean, we got a lot of the same projects, but we also do a lot of different projects.
We do.
And that's really fun. And, you know, it's just fun. It's fun to see other projects going on. And I just like your videos a lot. Like, you're just so chill, and she's pretty nice.
Sometimes.
She acts so like rough and tumble, but she actually has a soft side. So
I do. It's in there.
Yeah, you just gotta pull it out.
If you're in my inner circle.
Yes, right in your onion.
Yes,
yeah,
that's
great.
But
thank you so much for joining us for over 2 hours. Hopefully, we are curious about what you got. And if you're gonna do anything.
I'll be stalking your video just so I can see the comments.
Yeah, reply to comments.
Can I reply to the comments on your video? Is that a thing?
Yeah, you can.
But yeah, I can just reply and just.
I mean, are you asking permission, or are you just asking if you're physically able?
A little both. Yeah, physically able, yes.
Yes, you are physically able.
So if you see me creeping on your comment saying, "Oh, da 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 da," it's
Yeah.
Okay.
It's allowed. I'll allow it.
Thank you. She allows it. Thank you.
We gotta get you to the airport.
I know.
And I'm not just saying that because you.
She's done with me.
Never.
Till next time.
We will see you next weekend on our own channels.
Yes.
Bye, everyone.